Yo, and what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Brews and the Boys podcast. I'm Dano, aka Tober Concept, and like always, we've got the one and only
Garrett, aka Desperate Saint.
And our very special guest today, we've got the one and only.
That's me. I'm Willow Horde, or the Mango Pineapple Man. Woo!
Woo! We got Willow Horde. He is a fantastic Twitch streamer. He is also a Rogue Energy partner, awesome Destiny content creator, much more. The one and only Mango Pineapple Man.
Yep.
Just the miraculous, the legend himself.
It's true. Yes, it's true. When people say Mango Pineapple 3 times in their Twitch chats, I am summoned.
Pop up.
It's a legit thing. Yeah.
An icon in the Rogue Energy Discord.
They don't even have to turn the lights off for like the Bloody Mary. He just shows.
Doesn't matter. Nope. I'm just there. Yep.
Mango Pineapple Man. Mango Pineapple Man.
Don't do
You
it.
say it like one more time. It's just like
Don't do it.
It's like
right behind you.
I know. It's kind of like Beetlejuice. It's kind of like Beetlejuice too. Yeah.
Beetlejuice. He said, "Say it one more time." Do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you guys know the drill. Before we get into introducing our guest, talking about our guest, seeing what all he's done and what he's going to continue to do, let's hop in to Garrett's absolute favorite part of the podcast. And what is that?
Taste test time.
Alrighty.
Woo.
So, Garrett, do you want to start us out? Then we'll go over to Willow Horde.
Yeah, baby. Alrighty. So, today I'm going with the Rheingeist Glow Fruited Sour. For those of y'all who don't know, Rheingeist is a fairly local brewery out of Cincinnati. This is it's a fruited sour ale with natural flavors. 4.5% ABV, brewed and canned in Cincinnati, Ohio at Rheingeist Brewery, and it's got a little bit of text here, so bear with me. Glow ale with natural flavors. Fruit forward and refreshingly tart, this fruited sour ale illuminates palates with a bright blend of acai. Prickly pear and passion fruit flavors highlighted with a hint of sea salt. Glow emits a flavorful, aromatic epiphany. It's super cool. White can with the Rheingeist, that baby blue logo, and the cool little green, pink, and like the passion fruit colors. So,
I actually saw that one in the store this weekend, but I'm anxious to see what you think about it.
I'm a big Rheingeist fan, so I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm a big Ryan Gosling fan.
Same. Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. Big Ryan fan, you know?
Yeah.
Just Ryan's in general.
Ryan's in general.
Ryan's even more.
The logo on your can, the front of it reminded me of the Assassin's Creed logo.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm getting Assassin's Creed vibes, yeah.
How it's got like the little whoop.
Yep, the whoop.
Yeah. The whoop.
Can confirm. Not even Illuminati at this point. Assassin's Creed, Rheingeist confirmed.
Yep.
It is confirmed.
Confirmed.
And then also, before we hop into Willow Horde's drink, I see Noob Master out there. What's good, man? How's it going?
Get him out of here.
In fact, say Mango Pineapple 3 times in the chat.
Get him out of here.
Now would have been a perfect time for the morph suit. He just disappears.
Just pops in.
Get him out of here.
All right. So, Willow Horde, you want to tell us what you are sipping on tonight?
So, I haven't sipped on anything yet because we haven't been able to drink it. But what I have in front of myself today, I like to pick things based on what the can looks like. I like to just go and pick the coolest thing. So I think I found the coolest thing at my local store, and the brand is also Rogue, which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I've had that.
It's called Bat Squatch.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That can is
so I had to get it. Yeah, it's the coolest can. Easily. So this was an easy choice for me. The only thing that I was hesitant on is that it's a hazy Indiana Pale Ale. So like most IPAs I hate. I think they taste like dirt. But I said, no, I'm going to be on the podcast. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to get this. It also is dedicated to the legend, just like me. So I thought it was only fair.
I like it.
Am I supposed to read what's on the back of the can?
Whatever you want to read about it. Tell like the alcohol percentage and where
okay,
it's from.
Yeah, that this is a 12 fluid ounce can, in case you were wondering.
Nice.
So here we go. I'm going to try to read this in a cool voice, too. For years, rumors have circled that deep in the woods on Mount St. Helens lives the fabled Bat Squatch. While there are many tales of Bat Squatch, they are all a bit hazy on the details, which makes truth such a juicy mystery. So what better way to honor the legend than with a hazy, juicy IPA? Perfect for camping and potentially making a new friend. And then there's a star on the back that has like a color chart, and the tropical part of the star is all the way filled. The citrus one is almost filled, and then bitter and pine are almost filled.
Huh.
You can kind of see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and then it even offers you pairings that go well with this. So white cheddar, grilled salmon, or strawberry shortcake.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's brewed from Newport, Oregon, and is a 6.7% alcohol by volume.
Nice.
I like that can. And, you know, I think I had that, I think about a year ago, and I can't remember what it tastes like, so I'm anxious to see what you think about it.
That's so sick.
I wanted to try to get something that neither of you guys have tried, so I went with something that was local, but dang.
I don't think he had it on the podcast.
No, I don't
don't
think I did either.
Randomly.
The bat squatch just makes its way everywhere, I guess.
I guess so.
But yeah, that's mine.
What about you, Dano? What you
Okay. Well, if I'm being completely honest with you, I felt judged walking out of the store with this. But it sounded good. This is the Stone Hazy IPA.
That is so cool.
It's very cool. Not gonna lie though, it has flowers all over it, and it's very fluorescent. But it was really stinking cool. It is a 6.7%. It's the quote unquote an amazingly hazy IPA. This was out of
Colorado, I believe.
I think you're right. Where did brewed and canned, Stone Brewing, and California and Richmond, Virginia. Okay.
Thought they were Colorado.
I think it's California. I think it's California. But yes.
I think you're gonna have fun.
And that's another reason why I chose this. It was a little more of a safe choice for me instead of a little more out there. Sometimes I make the out there choices and then I kind of regret it. But let's see. IPAs were once considered the extreme style only for hardcore beer nerds like say us. Today we're stoked to see IPAs is the most popular style of craft beer in the world and quite proud of our role in getting it there. There's no denying juicy, hazy IPAs like this one have further fueled that popularity. With Stone Hazy IPA, we say, hell yeah, embrace the evolution. But, looks cool. I'm excited to give it a shot. And I guess, are we ready to sip these bad boys? Test them all?
Yes, I'm ready to open my can. Yes.
Okay. Cheers to you all. Cheers to the listeners.
Cheers. Oh, do you hear that sound?
Ooh.
What a crack, dude.
All right, let's see what it smells like.
Do we all do this at the same time, or do?
Oh yeah, let's do it all at the same time. Ready?
Give a big old sniff real quick.
I've even poured it already too. That amount of time, it's already been poured.
Yeah,
I'm a man of. I know what I'm doing.
Many talents.
All right, cheers again. Let's do it. Ooh.
Whoa!
Wow. I might go in for a second drink.
Oh, he's going in for a second drink.
That is
You know,
confused.
It wasn't what I was expecting. Okay, but for those who are just now joining us, be aware that we are not going to tell you our final thoughts on the beer until the end of the podcast. So stick with it, stay to the end, and we'll tell you at the very end whether you need to drink this or not. But we can always hope that we make it to the second and third beer.
That's the plan.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, I'm sure everybody is wondering, who is this Willow Horde guy? Who is the Mango Pineapple Man? How did that legend become? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started content creating, where you got the name Willow Horde, where you got to become the Mango Pineapple Man, wherever you want to start?
And who are you?
Okay, so it all started in a quaint small town in the year 1995. I had just been released into the world. Um,
Okay,
and I won't go
maybe
into
not the birth story, but like we
not
got
the
to...
birth. Okay, not that far back. Okay, okay,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
we are pretty close to Christmas, and the birth story is important, but you know.
Exactly. That's what I was going for. That was
Oh,
my angle.
fair,
Yeah, of
fair.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll start with content creation.
All right.
I'll start there. Okay, so I had started a couple years ago now. I think it's probably been like 3 or 4 years. I started on Twitch way back when, but I wasn't Willow Horde back then.
Mhm.
I was the Wig.
The wig.
And the wig, yes. So all I did, literally every stream, I'd wear crazy wigs. I still have them in my closet right now, if you guys want to see some. But yeah, I had tons of wigs. I played games. I played a lot of horror games at the time too. I'm a big horror game fan, so I did a lot of that. And then, as you'll kind of get to learn, I've gone through a lot of rebrands because I just have never been able to settle on like one thing before.
Mhm.
So after a little while on Twitch and doing the wig, I eventually switched over to Mixer when Mixer was a thing. It was about the same time as the whole Big Ninja deal happened. I
Okay.
had a lot of people who had swapped over, and I was like, "Oh, check it out." Really loved it, like a lot. I love the community they had there. I love the tools they had there. Was having a lot of success. I switched over to playing like more Pokemon, more Destiny, and then I had switched my name to Willow Wisp. And I had merch made, and I have a sweatshirt, and then the whole Mixer buyout thing happened, and they partnered with Facebook and closed their platform, and then I switched over to Twitch. Well, when I switched over to Twitch, Willow Wisp was taken, so I had to think of something else.
Dang.
So for the past, however long I was on Mixer, I had gone by Willow a lot, and it stuck. Like I love being called Willow. Like it just seems right to me.
Right.
So I wanted to still incorporate the Willow when I switched and made a new name on Twitch. And then so what I did was I combined it with my favorite gun in Destiny, which is Wither Horde, and I just changed Wither to Willow and it's Willow Horde. And that's it.
That's pretty
Kind
clever.
of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, and starting back from like the beginning of that, horror games, did you do like Dead by Daylight, I assume, or?
So I definitely did do a lot of Dead by Daylight, but I did more of the walking simulator horror games, like Outlast 1 and 2, Layers of Fear 1 and 2, Visage. That is the scariest game I've played to date. A lot of those, but I did do a lot of Dead by Daylight, like in between. It's like that nice multiplayer vibe while still kind of being a little spooky.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
But
definitely
not
a lot
like
of Dead by
those
Daylight.
games. I've tried
Right.
Outlast one time, and that was it. It's just, you're more of a man than I am.
I love
can't do
Outlast.
it.
I
can't
love
do
it.
man.
I am very pitiful when it comes to horror games. So like for myself, when I
You
play
played
something,
Labyrinth?
Yep,
Yeah,
I've seen you play some horror
I
games.
played
I've
Labyrinthine
seen you.
and Phasmophobia, and I don't even really consider Phasmophobia that much of a horror game, and I was
It
still
is now.
scared.
It is now. Yeah, have you played it recently?
No, but I've been watching those updates, and they are
It's crazy.
scary.
And they just added a damn a music box. There's a music box now. Yeah, it's
Dude, don't they have-
terrifying.
Aren't there like where you could do like pentagrams on the ground, like you have to light the
Yeah,
candles
yeah.
and stuff? I saw
And, like a
update.
summoning.
Hey.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's,
seen that.
There's I'm trying to
I don't know if
remember.
it's in
There was a
yet or
music
not.
box. There was like the summoning thing. There was like there was some kind of new game. And there's like so like the Ouija board like breaks apart now, like burns and breaks apart and stuff.
Oh gosh.
When you're done with it. I'm trying to remember what else there was. But I think the music box was definitely the scariest one.
Well, they had
Yeah.
added that new map too, like that camp or whatever.
That map sucks.
It's
It-
rough.
I don't think I've survived one time on that map.
It
It's
is
rough.
brutal. It is so brutal.
The Easter eggs though are really cool. Have you guys found all the Easter eggs?
I found a
I
few. I think I probably found 4 of them. I found Slenderman. I
Yep.
saw the Jason mask. That's Jason's
Yep.
mask that pops up, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's something else you looked out at, and I'm trying to remember. It wasn't. Oh, you looked out in the woods and saw something, because I know Slenderman was on one side.
Well, I think his spot like changed.
Oh, really?
His spawn or whatever where he would go. Yeah.
I honestly, I would like it if it just moved every single game, because then you're
Like,
kind of like, oh
if
god,
it moved
Slender
while
Man,
you were playing?
Oh, that would be
Ooh.
scary.
God,
I
no.
would not like that. Okay, well maybe I'm only thinking of 2 right now, but I thought I had found 3 or 4.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they have the like the Blair Witch stick thing
The Blair
somewhere in
Witch,
there.
yes,
I'm pretty sure that's
yeah.
in there.
Oh God.
It's on like the
That's awful.
fence, I believe.
I think so. I
I
can't think
wanna
of
play
any more though,
Phasma
other
now.
than that.
I know that now you got me talked into it. Even though I'm such a big little chicken, dude. I
Just do it
tried
with-
Slenderman one time, and that was awful.
Oh, I
Just do it-
remember
Oh,
that.
bad.
Oh, I've
I
never
did.
done that one. I've had a lot
It-
of friends do that Slenderman though, and they
It's
said it was really good.
rough.
He was pretty terrified. But I mean,
Like,
to
dude,
be
I'm
the
like
fair, I
playing
would
like with one hand, like just covering my face, and I'm just trying to get through it. Oh, it's awful.
all right, sorry. We'll get back into Willow Horde. And so you moved over to Mixer and you really liked it for a little bit. And they had some really cool tools. I'm trying to remember. Garrett, you might know it.
The hype zone. Was
The hype zone.
coolest
I thought it
thing
was cool.
when
Yeah.
it came to just discoverability on there. So I did Mixer a little bit before Twitch, mainly because Mixer was integrated with my Xbox, and I was playing a lot of Fortnite with some buddies. You know, my buddies were good. We were getting a lot of wins. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. We're gonna do some Mixer. The hype zone is the coolest though, where you know it's a rotating discover video, discover page, whatever. And if you're close to winning a round in Rainbow Six Siege or winning a game of Apex or winning a game of Fortnite, you could possibly get selected. And so some people just watch it. So, you know, you'd go from streaming 3, 4, 5 people and it's like, boom, 85. And it'll tell you it's like 85 people are watching you right now. You know, they spam emotes, they spam the chat. It was sick.
That's so
It
cool.
was so sick.
I think it would be a really cool thing if we saw that integrated on like Twitch or YouTube or Trovo or, you know, any other little platform. But I definitely think that's cool. And I definitely like the Mixer community when I briefly did it a few times. Primarily, I've been on Twitch this whole time. But you did grow a little bit, find a cool community. And did they all make the switch over to Twitch with you, or?
No. There was like a small core that did. And obviously, like, forever grateful for those guys. But I don't know. I feel like, because also at the time I was still doing, when Mixer was still on its like last few legs, I was still doing a lot of like Pokemon and stuff like that. So at that time I had grown a lot of like Pokemon people.
Yeah.
And so when I switched, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just, what I want to do as me going forward, I want to do Destiny. And so I think a lot of the reason people didn't come over was just because of like a kind of like a genre like rebrand, which is totally fine and totally okay. I totally get that. But it's just like what I wanted to do for myself. But I also did take like a month or two off when Mixer shut down, just because it was kind of like, man, like I just spent the last like year growing and doing all this stuff, and it's just gone. Like I have nothing to show for it. Like it's just gone. So it was a little rough. Did some self-reflecting, and stuff like that, which is healthy. I think a lot of people should do that from time to time. And just came back to Twitch, with a goal, and then like that core community that I still have, because like I still stuck in like my Discord and stuff like that and everything. So I still had like that group, and then now we're just gaming. We're just gaming and having fun now. You know?
I hear you.
That's awesome.
Now I got a quick question for you, because we never really brought this up. Why did you start creating content?
Oh, good one.
So
what kind of fueled the fire?
So I feel like, okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit to teenage Willow here. So I was really big on Modern Warfare 2 when that came out. I would go to school, I would come home, Xbox 360 on, Call of Duty until like 2 or 3 in the morning, rinse and repeat every day. And I always was like watching the YouTube videos, and I was like, man, I'd love to do this. Like I would love to make content and put it on like YouTube or something. And I didn't really think about streaming. I don't know if it was it was not as big as it is now, obviously.
Right.
Because that was like 2011 ish. so I looked into like capture cards and stuff like that, and of course, teenage me was like, "Well, poop, I can't afford any of this stuff, you know." And I don't think my parents are gonna buy it for me because they're like, "Ah, well, video games."
Video games.
Um,
Yeah.
so fast forward now to a couple years after high school. My wife had just joined the Coast Guard, and that brought us to Virginia. I wasn't working or wasn't doing anything at the time, so I was like, "Hey, let's get a PC and let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can. I have all this time. Let me see if I can, make YouTube videos. Let's see if I can just stream or whatever."
Yeah.
And then so I got a PC, just like a super basic one, nothing fancy. I still had my Xbox, but now it was an Xbox One, big upgrade.
Yeah.
And eventually got a capture card. I got the Elgato one and started making content. And it was a lot of also like the times we went back to visit home in Washington is where we're from. People would be like, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm kind of thinking about making like streams and stuff like that." I'm like, "Oh, you'd be so good at it, like, oh, you're so energetic, you're so charismatic, you should do it. You think you could do it?" And I was like, "Say no more." Just kind of fueled my ego a little bit. So I was like, "Heck yeah!" So eventually, just plugged the Elgato in and started, recording myself playing and learning how it works and improving and just doing that. So I guess it doesn't really answer why I started doing it. I don't know. I've always just been playing video games. It's always been like a big passion of mine. I've loved it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I like being the center of attention, believe it or not. So
I get that.
so it's just fun for me, especially now with the small platform I have now and being able to just like go live and sit down, play games that I just absolutely love and chat with people while doing it. It's just like there's honestly few better feelings out there, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just really awesome.
I could definitely relate to that, growing up big in the COD scene, watching people like T Martin and Syndicate and all when like FaZe and Optic were starting up and stuff and seeing that, it was just like, if they could do it, I could do it too.
Right, exactly.
And so I always like every now and then when I was younger, we had a little Elgato that my stepbrother had, and so we just like take turns recording each other's gameplay. And we'd have a little laptop with this. They were SpongeBob earbuds, but they had a mic in them.
Let's
So
go.
like, we'd record the gameplay. It's like Attack Dogs and Black Ops Cold War, and so we would literally just talk into this mic and do a commentary video of it.
Heck yeah.
It was awful. It was so bad, dude.
Do you have those
But,
videos still?
They are still on YouTube. Yeah, actually.
Yes.
That one is, and then my first and only ever nuke I ever got on Call of Duty.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Is on there from Face Off back in Modern Warfare 3. 3v3 has got one.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
The nukes were the best.
They were
so cool.
And just because Will Horde kind of brought this up, and now Jared's talking about it as well, I, similar to you all, I got an Elgato at one point in college and was like, yeah, I'm gonna record some gameplay and stuff. And I got a couple buddies together, and we were like, oh yeah, let's create a YouTube channel. And we were going to be the Bush League, like, and it was actually spelled as Bush, and it had like a Fortnite guy on it and everything. Like,
That's sick.
as cringy as that is, we had the Fortnite guy as one of our backgrounds. And I made like this really sick intro of like, let's see, it had Fortnite, it had Skyrim, it had Super Mario Odyssey, it had Fallout 4, and I think Halo.
Like,
I know, right?
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. All 5 of those different games, I like recorded gameplay and like made this super sick intro. And then it didn't go any further than that.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to love every bit of it. Then college got hectic, and then I didn't do it again. So,
heck yeah.
But
you gotta start somewhere,
yeah.
100%.
Start somewhere.
So shout out to the Bush League guys. You guys know who you are.
Yeah, shout out Bush League. I don't know who you are, but shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, cheers.
We'll pour one out.
Oh, like just right here?
Right on the
It's
floor.
on the
I
floor.
think that's a great idea.
On the floor.
Well, cool. And so then after you made your switch back to, we'll kind of make the big comeback here, the big swing around here.
Yeah, do it.
You made your comeback on the Twitch after a little bit of a time off. You changed your name to Willow Horde. Is this the time that you really started getting into Destiny?
So, fun fact about me and Destiny. All right, I'll tell that really quick. So, at the time of when Bungie talked about doing Destiny 1 and like putting out there that like, hey, we're making this game called Destiny, and they released some concept art, stuff like that. I don't know what the heck it was about the concept art, but I just saw it and I was just mesmerized. I was like, I don't know anything about this game. I don't know even what the game's going to be like, but this looks awesome and I'm all for it. So fast forward now to 2014 when it came out. I was working at Target at the time, and I was going to community college, and I was paying for it by myself. So September, I believe September 14th, 2014, I had just finished a quarter at school, and Destiny was coming out, and the Xbox One was coming out, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna buy this instead of paying my next, quarter of tuition. And I did that. So I stopped going to school and bought myself
Destiny.
an Xbox One and to get Destiny.
Nice.
My then girlfriend, now wife, wasn't a big fan, but I didn't care because I was playing Destiny.
Fair.
So yeah, ever since then, Destiny has just like been my thing. Like I feel like everybody always has like that one game that always has them hooked, like no matter what. And for me, that's Destiny. I've been playing that day one beta since its inception, and I'm still going strong now. And there's no end in sight. They're still releasing content in Destiny 2 right now. Like they just did the 30th anniversary bundle that was out last Tuesday.
And it's
Witch Queen in February. Super hyped. They just did a new trailer to it, the Game Awards. Shout out Game Awards.
Pour one out for Game Awards.
It's just a really, really good game. It's just awesome. I got the Taken King poster back here. Best DLC. Shout out Taken King.
Pour one out, Taken King.
It's just good. I can't say enough good things about Destiny.
It's a good game.
Yeah. I unfortunately did not get into Destiny as much as other people did. So I did like the bare minimum. I did like the intro and like a few missions, and then like I did we did 3 raids. I think I've done 3
raids. We never
raids.
did raids. We never did raids.
What is it?
We were doing a strike?
We were doing strikes. I've done 3 strikes apparently.
I say, trust me, the raids.
It's like you would remember a raid.
No,
you like remember 4.5 hours long. Like they're long.
I just remember being a part of that, and like people were like, "Hey, just stand there and shoot." I'm like, "All right,
bingo,
I got this."
That's all of Destiny. Stand there and shoot. Stand on that tile and wait for the fish icon to pop up, and then you switch really quick before you die.
Yeah, but it definitely was very cool, and I wish I had like dove into it more, But like I feel like I'm too far out now.
So I'd gotten into Destiny 1 super late. Like really late. Like final DLCs coming out, it was done. And then I fell in love. I loved the game. Like I had so much fun with Iron Banner and Trials and stuff that you had back in D1. And so Destiny 2 was coming out. And that's right when I made my switch to Xbox as well. And I was like, dude, I'm pre-order this. Like, I love the last one. I'm going to pre-order it. So I pre-order it. Me and a buddy of mine, I went over to his house, and we stayed up. I swear it was like 2 days straight, just playing Destiny 2. Beat the campaign, went into Crucible, doing all this stuff. Hit the max light level, which was like 870 something when the game came out. And fell off, and then recently kind of been getting back into it with Moss and Ferg in the community Discord. I think have we played? I don't think we played any. You played with Melissa and Ferg for a little bit. I don't know if we.
Oh yeah, we did.
Grandmasters.
I took him to a Grandmaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollow Layer. Shout out Hollow Layer.
Pour one out.
Shout out the Fanatic. One of the worst bosses in Destiny. Shout out.
So I guess into kind of where we were at. So we kind of got your future plans, kind of what you see yourself doing in the next year, in the next 2 years, however far you kind of see this going.
Sure.
Is there going to be any stop to Destiny, or as long as they're putting out content, keep going? Or are you just going to keep riding the?
So
train?
I wish that I could see to the future, but unfortunately I can't. But if I had to make a guess, if I had to make my best educated guess, I will be on Destiny as long as Destiny is around. As long as Destiny is putting out content and updating the game, I'll be around. So post Witch Queen, when we have Lightfall, after that, I don't know. They said that's like the big end of the saga versus light versus dark. What's the plans after that? Is there going to be maybe a D3? Are they going to just kind of like cut it out? I don't know. But as long as Destiny's putting out stuff, I'll probably be around.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't think that they would stop putting out content because, still.
There's no way.
You look on Twitch and it's still one of the highest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a huge
They're
game.
expanding. Now they're going to start getting into like shows and stuff like that. They're making another studio overseas, I believe. It's just like, so like, it would be really weird if they just stopped.
Yeah.
But they do. Bungie's also working on another like independent, like only multiplayer game too. So we'll see what happens. But I feel like Bungie's got no end in sight with all their expansions and stuff like that.
It's got way
in the studio.
Yeah, they got way too big of a fan base. People love the PvP aspect of Destiny. They love the Crucible.
Have you been in there since the latest update?
I have not.
With all like the ability nerfs?
I was more of a PvE guy anyway.
Same. I
suck at Crucible. But I have not. I was a mad stasis stasis child whenever I was on Crucible. I just, stasis hunter, throw my stuff, be done, ready to rock, got my hammer.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, they just went through like one of their biggest like PvP sandbox changes on Tuesday, so a lot more gunplay, less abilities.
Nice.
Which I think is where they wanted to be with it originally, like when D2 came out.
Yeah.
So I think they finally got it. I think introducing stasis was a step back. And at least in the PvP aspect, it just was a lot of stasis. It was definitely interesting for the community when stasis was introduced. But
no one ever expected, you had your void, you had your arc, and you had your solar, and that hadn't changed since D1.
Right, exactly.
It's like, here you go, whoop, whole new one.
Yeah,
learn it, get used to it.
Yeah, I think the idea of freezing or slowing somebody for any amount of time in a competitive multiplayer format is always going to be viewed as toxic. Always. Yeah. It's just any time where you're literally frozen, even if it's the second, that's a second too long. And it's interesting.
You said frozen, and I just had like nightmares of May.
Let it go. Let it go.
No, I was having nightmares from Overwatch for sure, though. I was thinking of May. And I was like, oh god, I hated her.
The dad and me went straight to the movies Frozen. Although, fun fact, have you seen the movie Frozen that's not the cartoon?
No.
There's a live action Frozen?
Wait.
So it's
like an actual other movie.
So it's about people who get stuck on a chairlift on a ski mountain.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
No.
Who's in that?
I could not tell you. I have no idea. But me and some friends that I met while I was still in Washington working at Target, every Thursday, all three of us would bring a really, really bad movie to the table, and we'd watch all three of them. And one of the ones I brought was Frozen, and it's it's so bad. But it's I think it's about three people who get stuck on a chairlift on a ski resort mountain that's only open on the weekends. So of course they get stuck on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And it's about them when they're stuck on the chairlift.
I feel like there's not much that could really.
Oh, there is. It's not great, but there is.
Somebody's gonna jump off, break their legs, then somebody's gonna come kill it.
So what you just said, I think all of that happens.
I'm not even surprised. Okay, since we're talking about it, top worst movie of all time.
Easy.
Is what's my worst one? It's
easy.
It's called The Mist, or it's called The Fog. I think it's The Mist.
Those are awesome, dude.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Those are if it's where they're stuck in that convenience store.
And there's the bug alien things. And then the
Yeah.
ending when he kills his
Yeah.
okay, spoilers,
That's
kills
not
his
like
whole family,
Yeah.
only to find out that it was the U.S. Army or military, whatever, saving the day, and he just killed his family for no
Yep.
freaking reason.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, just got done blasting his son.
That-
and then the freaking army rolls in. Hey, we're to save you.
I've never
And
felt like a waste of 2 hours after that. Like it happened. Now it. Are you? kidding?
No, that was a good movie.
I
liked that one.
I was so disappointed in that. You think you have one for
God.
you?
Probably Rubber.
Ooh.
You ever seen it?
I've
With the
seen Rubber.
tire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a murderous tire.
God.
You know,
Oh, it's awful.
that's about the
It's
same
awful.
level as Sharknado for me.
Sharknado. Yeah. Yeah. It's just plumb stupid. What's worse than a tornado? A tornado full of sharks.
I mean,
Sharknado.
they're not wrong. I mean,
But no, it's rubber. It's literally a tire with like telepathic powers, and it literally just like rolls and like bounce and just
I hate
squish
that.
somebody.
that sounds awesome.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
yeah, it was rough.
All right. Well, mine is so easy. My
Okay.
movie is called Birdemic. It
Oh
is
my
one of the
gosh.
most low budget movies I have ever seen. It's literally about like these birds that have this disease and like they're going crazy and like attacking people. But the birds,
Oh yeah.
the graphics are like, it looks like they're from like the 90s, and they just float in place and like flap their wings in the sky when they pan over to the birds. It's
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
so bad. I don't even know if I would even consider that an actual movie at this point, but they did release a sequel.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. If you ever want to watch the trailer, Birdemic on YouTube, it's pretty good. Shout out
I think
Birdemic.
I'm out. I think I'm out. I think all these movies I think I'm out on. I'm also reading in the chat, and Pusha says that this is easy peas for him. So I think he's got a terrible movie. If so, bring it on. We'd
While
like
we
to hear.
I'm
wait.
curious.
While we wait, I have to ask, what candles are you burning in the background?
Sea salt ginger is the one that's burning right now.
Oh, good God, that sounds delicious.
Mm.
I don't even know how to pronounce the other one, but the second word is fig.
You got to give it your best shot.
Can you read that from there?
Bordeaux fig? Bordeaux?
Sure.
Is it
Oh,
Bordeaux?
Sure.
Bordeaux? Does it B? It's like ends with the EX.
Is it boudoir?
maybe.
Boudoir fig?
It's BORDEAUX.
DEAUX.
DEAUX.
It's Bordeaux, correct? I
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
I have no
Dude, I'm
idea.
lost.
I don't know. We'll just go with that.
Which says The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, that one was bad. That
That
one
was
was bad.
That was very bad.
Yeah.
That's most of how his movies go. Either they're really good, or they're horrific.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Shyamalan's put out some bangers.
Like
But he's
Split,
also had some duds. Split was so good. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Glass. Yeah.
Split was weird though for me. Like I watched
was
it, and it's kind
odd.
of like
It was definitely weird, yes, but it was so well done. It was so good.
Spoiler alert: when he ate those two chicks because they were
Mm.
like impure.
Mm.
Jeez.
Mm. Tasty.
interesting.
So to
Oh.
counteract that, I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
All
What's
right.
your favorite movie?
Oh God. Ooh, that's a tough one.
If it's too difficult to name one, you could do like a top 3.
That's still tough.
I could probably do top 3. Probably do top.
I'm gonna say one that is not necessarily my absolute favorite, but it's one that I always love and will always sit down and watch it every single time.
Let's hear it.
Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Hey,
I'll sit down and watch that any day of the week.
Let's go.
It's a great movie. It's not my all-time favorite, but it is one of those favorites classics
It's like
that
your
I
like
will
a guilty
watch.
pleasure kind of
Yes.
thing.
It's a guilty
Yeah.
pleasure. I will watch it every time.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I'd say probably my favorite, just when it comes to overall soundtrack, acting, cast, the atmosphere, is Saving Private Ryan.
Wow,
Mm.
that's a good one
Classic.
too.
A classic, yeah.
Just gives me goosebumps. Close second with Forrest Gump.
You
Close
give
second.
me goosebumps.
Thank you.
Nice. All right,
Close
Willow.
second with Forrest Gump, though. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
yours?
Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
That's a good one. That's another like guilty. Like I like that
Yeah.
one a lot. It's not my favorite, but I liked it a lot.
The
Empire
original
Strikes
trilogy
Back
Star
is
Wars is
so
hard
good.
to hard to pass up if you see it on.
Yeah.
Now
Although-
I'm gonna make some friends or make some enemies, one of the two. But Revenge.
You've
of
never
the
seen
Sith,
Star Wars?
Revenge
Oh.
of the Sith is my favorite Star Wars.
I feel like
Mhm.
that's not a hot take. I feel like that's pretty okay. I feel like that's pretty okay.
Now,
Literally.
if you said like Rogue
has-
One's the best Star Wars to ever exist, I'd be like, get out
Okay,
of my
okay,
podcast.
hold on though. Hold on. Rogue One is the best standalone film that Disney has done.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes. It is
100%.
Fantastic.
Fantastic movie for sure. I did
I
not
think Revenge of
enjoy
the-
Solo as much. I thought Rogue One took the cake easy.
Solo was a
I like
lot
Solo.
better than I was expecting it to, but I don't know if also I was just going in with like zero expectations, no hope or anything like that, and I was really surprised. It was a really good movie.
I went in
Pusherman
thinking it was
says
gonna be
his
bad.
favorite's Dark Knight.
Classic.
Such
Ooh, that's a good
a
one.
good movie.
Heath Ledger is a
Batman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, reading back, Percy Jackson and Lightning Thief MVP. I assume you were talking
Good movie.
about being your least favorite or favorite. I'm not sure. That one I don't love as much because I read the book series and it
I like the book
does
so much
not
better.
follow the book, and I'm disappointed by that. I'm one of
did
those
like
people that reads the books first, and then when I watch the movie, I'm disappointed.
So I'm gonna rat on myself a little bit. I did that with all the Twilight books when I was in like 5th and 6th grade. I
Yeah.
read
Shout
every
out
single
Twilight.
one of them. Yeah, pouring out.
Pour
for
one out.
The Cullen fam.
Yeah.
I read all of them before I watched any of the movies, and they were just so good. I got made fun of so hard in elementary school.
I don't even care.
Growing up in like rural Kentucky and reading Twilight in like 5th and 6th grade. Like, you like sparkly boys, don't you? Like, no, it's a good book, bro. Like, it's good.
I enjoyed the movies. I think I
like
don't.
the movies
They're not.
too.
I don't think they're great, but they're good. I watch them. My wife and I probably watch them like once every like 2 years. We'll watch the whole series. They're good. They're just fun to just
They
sit
are.
down and just watch. You know.
The acting from what's her name?
Oh my
Bella.
gosh.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Kristen-
One
God.
of my
yeah.
all-time favorites is you all know Brody Wellingmaker on TikTok. He used to do
The-
like he would
The Vampire
reenact.
Girl.
Yeah, he
Oh,
would
okay,
reenact
okay.
like the Twilight scenes. Awesome. He was hilarious. It was like spot on too.
Mhm.
It is well worth watching.
I think I've seen some of the early ones. I've definitely seen the one where he does the main character lady. I don't even remember her name anymore.
Uh-huh.
Bella.
Ella, yeah.
And then
Jacob!
he always did the one where he would like cut off half the body and he would be the head and like their body would be moving on the bottom. Those were good. He was really funny. He hasn't done a lot of those in a while.
Poop.
He's been doing like some original stuff. Or
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say it was all original, but like some other stuff that's funny.
Yeah.
He always does like the mom one, you know, like waking
mom
up on
catches
Christmas
you.
and you got the present. and
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay.
pulls the sweater tight and sips the coffee mug. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right.
MVP said it's his least favorite. He said that's why he did not like it. I'm guessing because it did
Yeah.
not.
I don't blame
follow
you.
the
The second one really wait. Yeah, the second one, which one was that? Sea of Monsters or whatever? It really didn't
I didn't know
follow.
they made another one. I'll be
Yeah,
honest
they
with you.
did.
I watched like Lightning Thief and that was it.
The
Never seen
Lightning
that.
Thief was not great, but like the second one, I quit halfway through it. It was
Oh,
one of
gosh.
those that I was so disappointed in.
Have you ever
But-
walked out on a movie in the movie theater ever?
No.
No.
I have not, but I've been kind of close to a couple of times where you kind of like don't want to watch it, but you're too far into it that you're like,
Fair, yeah. I feel like the second the movie starts, I'm not walking out, even if it's so bad. You gotta stick around, right?
oh yeah. I've watched a
My thing
few
is,
movies.
I paid $40 for a ticket and some
Yeah.
popcorn.
I got
I'm
this. I
staying.
got this popcorn. Yeah, I'm sitting in this chair and I'm eating it.
Heck yeah. I'm pretty good about sticking around to see the whole movie.
Yeah,
And I'll
for sure.
I'll even sit there and watch, like if I'm sitting at home and watch it on my TV and it sucks, I'm still probably gonna watch it. I'm really
Now,
bad
you know
about
if it's
that.
a bad movie when I leave while the credits are still rolling. I'm normally the guy, I like to watch the credits roll because there's always normally like a little Easter egg or behind the
Right.
scene
Yeah.
thing. But if it's a bad movie, I'm up and out before the credits are done.
As
That's
soon as
when
it
you know,
fades to
I'm
black,
up.
you're gone. You're gone.
Shut up. Lights undim and it gets brighter and I'm out.
Yep.
I'm gone.
All right, now here's the real question: are you going to go see Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, easily, dude. Oh,
I
I
got
can't
tickets. I already got
wait.
tickets.
All right, now here's my next question.
Yes.
Do you look in? Are you trying to like figure out everything before the movie starts? Or are you just going in there blind? Do you
I'm gonna
have
go in blind.
theories? Anything?
I have looked at all the leaks, so
Good, because I have too. And
Yes.
Garrett, are you going in blind and specific, or are you cool with us talking?
I've watched like the TikToks where like all the speculations of Tobey Maguire and all that
Andrew
stuff
Garfield.
and like the different this to get the Sinister Six, they need a couple like I see that, but I'm not gonna get so in depth in it to where like if it's not in the movie it ruins my experience.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So then I'm going to direct this question to Willow Horde.
That's me.
All right, that is you. Do you think the new theories about Matt Murdock are going to be true?
About what? Is him just making an appearance?
So basically, they're saying that between this and the Hawkeye show, which I haven't watched the Hawkeye show, I'm behind on that. They're saying between the new Spider-Man movie, the Hawkeye show, and the potential that Kingpin might be an enemy for Hawkeye, that they're going to introduce Matt Murdock, and Matt Murdock is the Daredevil.
Uh-huh.
And they're also saying that with Peter Parker having all these like issues and like everybody knows his identity, that they're going to need help legally, and Matt Murdock is like the legal guy. Like he knows all the he's the God, what is he? He's not like a lawyer, but a
Consultant kind of thing.
maybe, I don't
Like
know.
a legal consultant.
Maybe, I can't remember. But he's I think it'd be really cool to see. I don't think that I would rather see him than like I'd rather see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield with Tom Holland than I would like to see Matt Murdock. You know what I'm saying? Like Matt Murdock's
100%.
cool.
Yeah.
But any day of the week, I'd rather see all three Spider-Man on one screen.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like because there's also theories about who the heck's going to be buying the Avengers Tower.
Right.
Kingpin is one of the leading candidates to be buying that, or the Fantastic Four guy. It's between those two. Those are the big. Reed Richards, but it's something else. I think their name is different. I don't know. But people are saying that that's probably the two main candidates. Is Hawkeye or not Hawkeye? What the heck? Kingpin and then the Fantastic Four guys. So I do think, based on my semi not professional opinion, I do think Murdock makes a cameo in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna think he makes an appearance. Whether it's gonna be 15 seconds of screen time, just establishing himself into the narrative and doing something, or having any sort of big part. I think it could even be an end credit scene. Who even knows?
He just walks out onto the court case, and you're like, "It's him!" And then it's like black screen, and you're like,
right. Well, like the pop. I mean, obviously, I think the biggest speculation is when I think the first trailer came out, and Tom Holland is in like that holding room or whatever, and you see the person who obviously looks like a lawyer figure, and you just see the arm, like the arm come down to the table. Could that be Matt Murdock? It'd be simple, right? It'd be easy if you just said, "Hey, I'm your lawyer," and then that's it. If that was just it, that would be perfect, So we'll see. I do think though. I think that he does show up somewhere in the film.
I think so too. Have you also seen the whole billboard in the trailer scene? They didn't have a billboard in the trailer, and now there
on the bridge.
No, when Peter's swinging through the city, but there's this part. There's a part where it shows a billboard that is like similar to Hawkeye, and so that's what's got me wondering.
I see. Okay, I see.
So
yeah, well, Marvel's very good with their continuity throughout everything, so we'll see.
That's very true.
We'll see. There's in Hawkeye, there's a plaque that you see with the last name of the villain in Iron Man one. Who's the bad guy? Is it Jedediah?
Jedediah
Or-
Smith.
And one, yeah. Or isn't his last name different? It's something. I thought they had his
I don't
last name
remember.
on like a stone plaque in Hawkeye.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a little,
That'd be
nothing like
cool.
crazy, but just like they like to keep everything, they like to make sure people know it's all in the same universe, and they're really
Yeah.
good at it.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Do we want to tell MVP we're done talking? He can go on mute.
Yes,
but I
good
do
move.
wanna ask you, did you watch Eternals?
I have not seen the Turtles yet, actually.
I haven't either, and I actually got a little scared after they review bombed Eternals, and then after seeing that it still wasn't doing great, I was still nervous to go see it, and then I ended up just not going because I didn't really have time to do it. But now I'm curious. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find somebody who has gone because I do kind of want to go see it.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, I'm just gonna wait till it comes out on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Review bombs don't really phase me. I think because it's just any given thing can be review bombed, so it's just
Right.
kind of like it's just whatever. To me, it's just I know what Marvel does. I know how they make movies, and regardless of if it's like a good like film, it's probably still enjoyable as just like a nice film to watch.
Totally.
So.
Yeah.
I'll still go watch it. I know there's they like to tie stuff in like I was mentioning earlier, so I'll still go. I'll still see it in some capacity, so we'll see. But yeah, I have a few friends who are like, "Oh, go watch it so we can talk about it." I'm just like, "Nah, I'm okay. I'll wait."
Yeah.
So
And
MVP says it was good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was just reading. He
All the people I've talked to said no one said it's bad. No one has just said like, it wasn't really good. It wasn't really for me. Everyone's like, yeah, it was really good. I'd like to be able to like talk with you about it. And I was like, man, I'm gonna have to wait.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably wait for Disney, but I do kind of want to see it. I did wait until Shang-Chi was on Disney.
Ah, so good.
It was awesome.
I did see
loved
that in
it.
theaters.
I
did see that one.
really would go see it in theaters. I wish I kind of did. It was good. I definitely
Mhm.
advise it. Saint, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's pretty cool.
I don't follow the Marvelverse.
You don't have to.
Super tight. I'm more of like the big ones. So the Iron Mans. I watched all the Avengers in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther. The big one. I haven't really followed the start of Phase 4 yet.
Right.
For the MCU.
And I think if you're worried about like not watching like several movies before this, there's no tie-ins until you meet one character, and it's not a big
The
deal.
very end, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of you could do without it. Not
Yeah.
that big of a deal.
I might have to check it out.
But it was well worth watching. I
loved it.
I finished it and was like, huh, that was really good. Like I
It was,
was a
yeah,
little
it was.
surprised. I was like, I thought it was going to be good, but not like that good.
I kind of that's the same. I try not to go into things with really high expectations because it's so easy to be let down. So with this one, I went with like a clean slate, kind of like with Solo. Obviously, Shang-Chi was a lot better than Solo. But I think going in with just a clear head, no expectations, it's just so much of a better experience.
Fair, yeah.
Every
Definitely.
time.
That's fair.
Definitely.
That's why I'm worried about Spider-Man. People have these crazy expectations that
know.
if obviously the big thing that everybody expects doesn't happen, people are gonna be not
They're
happy.
gonna review bomb it.
I know, and that's what I'm nervous about. And I think we kind of briefly talked about this with Noob Master, but
What a noob.
what a noob.
What a
But
noob.
the whole so like when Tobey Maguire was the Spider-Man, and it's not Sam Raimi. Who was it? Sam Raimi?
Yeah, he was the director.
Okay. When he was going into, so he made Spider-Man 1, great. Spider-Man 2, phenomenal. When he was going into Spider-Man 3, whoever was above him was like, hey, let's add Venom into this, because the idea was Sandman was just going to be the big bad.
Mhm.
And so when they added more villains into it, when they added Venom into it, it was kind of like he wasn't written well.
Right.
You could tell Sandman's story was phenomenal. He had a great storyline. He was awesome. Eddie Brock, Venom, just was meh. And it's because he was never included in Sam Raimi's like whole script until like
Right.
somebody added him into it. And so then they say like back when whoever did Andrew Garfield's. I'm trying to remember who did Andrew Garfield.
I don't even remember. I forget.
But when they went into the Amazing Spider-Man 2, they had other people come in and say, well, let's add this. Well, let's add this. Let's have so and so die. And it flopped on that behalf. So now everybody's saying, I hope nobody gets involved on this third Spider-Man. And hopefully it just rides the wave and is just how the director wants it to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you have Marvel with a direct influence on it, where before it was strictly Sony. So
yeah,
Marvel knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
They know what the fans want. They've been doing this a while now.
Yeah,
they know.
And I want cameos. Dang it! I want more Spider people.
Right. So speaking of the Into the Spider-Verse 2, that trailer came out. Looks fantastic.
It does, and I am super excited about that. That is actually another one of those movies that I went into with no expectations and left and went, wow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Jared, have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
I'll say I'm out on all these conversations. I don't follow movies like this.
Okay,
I don't follow movies like this.
This was the animated, the super cool graffiti style animated version of the Miles Morales.
Yes,
Morales. Okay.
Yeah.
And awesome artwork, awesome storytelling. It was cool. My parents watched it. This animated version. There's this little Japanese girl with a robot and everything.
Yep.
And they loved it. And they were like, this was really good. And I thought for sure my parents would be like, that's weird. What are we watching? She just said senpai, I'm sure of it.
It was so good.
But the second one coming out soon, I can't wait for it. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Same. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can kind of break away from the movies a little bit and get back onto the whole Willow Horde or more games or something.
Yeah, sure. Bring it on. I got you. Before we do that, though, shout out Halloween Kills. Really good movie.
Oh, okay.
Halloween Kills with Michael Myers.
Pour one out.
Pour one out for Michael Myers.
All right.
You got Mikey down there.
Oh my gosh, that's actually terrifying.
It used to be higher up, but I had a little mini fridge that I set up the mask on top of, but the mini fridge went out, so it's gone.
Oh, okay, I got
Dude,
you.
I'd be streaming and I'd catch me a pretty hefty buzz and I'd turn around and go upstairs turn my lights off and just lose
Oh my gosh.
mind.
So when we had previously lived in Virginia, my room where I had all my games and stuff in it was across the hallway from our bedroom. And I was doing something and streaming whatever, and I wore I have the whole outfit, the mechanic, suit, the boots, and then the mask. And I was wearing that and doing stuff on stream or whatever, and I set the mask down in a way that the mask was elevated and looked straight into our bedroom. And so my wife had gotten up in the middle of the night and just freaked out.
That's awful.
She knew I had the mask, she knew all that stuff, but just the way that, because obviously I woke up and I looked and I was like, wow, that's pretty good. Just staring right into the bedroom.
We just a real quick funny, similar to your mask, we had in the art department at my college, there was this dummy head that you could use to put wigs on or something, or hold this or hold that. It was just kind of like a prop. Well, it became a routine, a little game we would play. And we would take that dummy head and we would place it in different spots throughout the department. And people would walk in and lose it because they'd see it and think something had gotten them,
Yeah.
Probably the worst was I'm sitting in here in the wood shop room, cutting some wood, throwing it through the planer, taking it out the other side. And then I look up from the planer and it's staring at me a foot away. I threw the wood at it. I picked up that plank and just threw it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awful, dude. I've never jumped so bad in my life.
That's awesome.
Alrighty. Let's
bring it on.
Let's bring it back around. I know we kind of got off to
Listen, at the beginning you said there's gonna be tangents, so I'm rolling with it. All right.
There's all kinds of tangents. Yeah.
I can talk on anything for as many minutes and hours as you let me.
All right. Bet. We did forget to ask you one more thing about your content creation.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Where did the morph suit originate?
Oh yeah, the morph suit.
Yeah.
So okay, the reason I got the morph suit was in Virginia, my wife was a part of a gym, and it wasn't like a gym where you just go in there, you scan your badge, and then you go work out. It was like every couple hours or like every hour they would host like a 45-minute class, like with a teacher at the front leading like a workout, and it was mostly like body weight workouts and exercises with some like dumbbells and some other stuff like that. And she just like she loved it. She loved the group of girls that she would have doing it. So eventually I started going to because fitness, whoa. But anyways, they were celebrating, I think, like their 1-year anniversary of like being open, and they decided to do like a late night glow, like a glow party. And so my wife was like, we gotta dress up, we gotta do something. And I was like, heck yeah, like I'm super down. So we go to like Party City, and she's getting like all this, like this cute stuff, like glow sticks and like these cool headbands. And I just go and I'm like, I want that bright green neon morph suit. And I'm just gonna wear that. And she was like, okay. So I buy the morph suit, and we go to the thing, and I didn't realize like there was actually gonna be a workout that happened before like the actual like festivities.
Yeah.
So so I'm in a full green morph suit. Can't see very good at all. The lights are off. There's a DJ and there's like crazy lights going off, and I'm just like in the middle of the room just like doing these workouts. So that's where the morph suit started. And then just with content creation, I like to be crazy, and so I just had the ideas. Sometimes I just wear it and do stupid stuff. But now when I get like big raids, shout out everyone who raids me, I will really quickly, like in the chaos of like their chat like spamming whatever, I've got it down to where I can get the morph suit on fairly quick. So I'll go get the morph suit on and then come back and just start dancing and being crazy.
That's awesome.
Fun fact, while wearing the morph suit, I had the very first person ever say that I have a dump truck. So
That must be true.
Can we get the proof?
I never thought so, but
God, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, I never thought though. I always thought my butt was bony and weird, but apparently I got a dump truck. So
Tonka from now on.
Yeah, do it.
Tonka.
I don't mind.
Tonka.
I don't mind. Do it.
Tonka horde.
Tonka horde.
Willow Tonka.
Willow Tonka.
I'm down with the nicknames.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the morph suit. I just like I said, I just like to be crazy. I have like no shame. I never really had shame growing up, but like after I went through boot camp, all sense of shame for me gone. So like,
fair.
I'll do anything. If I can do one thing, like to make someone smile or someone laugh, totally worth it. I don't care what I got to do to myself. If I can make someone else laugh or just have a good time, I'm gonna do it every time.
Also, nice. What branch?
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
Thank you for your service. Appreciate you.
Tonka. I never know how to like respond to that. I don't know. Thanks. You're welcome. I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
my pleasure.
The
Chick-fil-A response.
Yeah, my pleasure. Like when you pull off from Chick-fil-A and they forget to say my pleasure, and it's like them.
Yeah, sprinting back to your car.
You could just start saying you too, and then you can start doing the TikTok trend where the guy goes me too, and then like it shows him doing it with him.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Enjoy your food, you too.
Yeah. Right. Me too. And he goes over there and he eats the food with him.
My wife is really bad at that. We'll go like to the movies, and I'm like, enjoy your movie, and she'll be like, you too. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's like, I actually caught myself for probably the first time. I don't catch myself. Like I'll respond.
You just fall straight to the ground.
Yeah. No, nice. I'll usually respond with you too every single time. And
sure.
Actually, yesterday when we went to Steak and Shake, I was like, they said, here's your food. And I said, thanks. And they said, have a great day. And I said, or no, enjoy your food. And I said, thanks. And like, it took me like 3 or 4 seconds before I responded because I was totally going to say you too.
Oof.
I'm really bad at that.
It's the worst.
It is the worst.
I feel like I'm trying to be polite, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but like, then
Yeah.
you feel stupid for trying to be polite. And you're like, I'm
Yep.
just gonna be mean from now on.
It's just easier to be mean.
All right. I'm probably gonna let Garrett take into this next topic because I really gotta pee. I
Hey,
drink
grab
those
me
way
a
too quick.
grab me a beer.
Yeah, let me get you one.
Gone.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, next
gosh.
topic. I don't know exactly where we really are.
I
I
don't.
think I see the one that he's wanting to talk about. I don't play Rocket League, so I'm probably gonna have to. I don't really play it or follow Rocket
I don't
League.
either. So
So we'll skip past that.
we could
Sorry,
just give it.
Dano.
We could just pretend like we know what we're talking about and just go into it.
Yeah, cars, vroom, vroom.
Yeah, it's got that really nice green streak behind it, and it's just without that green, power stream. It's just what are you even doing?
Yeah,
Come on.
non-meta.
Yeah.
But no, we can do this one because this is actually like legit.
All right, let's do it.
So many games have one like recently been released, or two have had massive updates, like you talked about with Destiny, with the massive PvP overhaul. They celebrated the 30th anniversary. They had the new event. The event just finished up, correct?
Well, it's still going.
It's
still going. Yeah, but it had launched this past Tuesday.
Yes. So you have an update events with that. I don't know so much about Halo. Call of Duty Warzone released their new map in season 1 of Vanguard. Minecraft released 1.18.
Yep.
The Caves and Cliffs, which is phenomenal. But just so many games out right now, either releasing or have massive updates, massive events. And I definitely think you see that a lot around like holidays like this because it's such a money scheme.
Oh
100%.
Oh yeah.
It's like, well, little Junior, what do you want for Christmas? I want Fortnite skin.
Yeah. November's always the hottest month for game releases and stuff like that, and deals. So with myself working in Target, I obviously I worked with all the deals. Always would do like the buy 2 games, get 1 free, all that sort of stuff. Always in November, always.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but
no. I mean, it's legit. It got me the other day. I was on Steam. Saw they had all kinds of games on sale, and a couple of them that I've actually been watching, waiting for. So I sold a ton of my CS:GO inventory, and bought Ark, Deep Rock Galactic, and Stardew Valley. Just it was an autumn deal, but it's November, or they have sales going on for DLCs as well for games you already have, or what about Got Me, which actually I've updated the game today. Was Fortnite releasing their Naruto skins? I ain't gonna lie, I might go.
Oh dang!
Might have to go cop those.
Naruto.
I can run like Naruto.
I'm pretty good at it. I look more like Choji though. I look more like Choji.
That was good.
Thank you. But what besides? I know Destiny is gonna be your answer, of course. Other than Destiny. Any major releases, any updates, DLCs, cosmetics?
Oh gosh!
Recently, that have like really caught your eye and been like, I'm sold. Like
the Phasmophobia update brought me back.
Cool.
I started playing that. Skyrim, they released their anniversary for like the 80th time. I came back. I came back to that. Yeah.
I buy that game every single time.
Oh gosh, what else?
Apex, which we talked, not super recent, but Apex released their new update for.
I actually did play my first few rounds of Apex for a very long time.
Nice.
Not that long ago, just the BR version. I'm not a big. I don't. The arenas. If I've been asked to play arenas, but if I'm gonna play arenas, I'm just gonna play Destiny instead. If I play Apex, I want to play the Royale, which I think is great. I think Apex is the best BR out there right now 100%. To date.
I think so.
But other new stuff. Oh gosh. It's all this the stuff I'm waiting for is
I mean, even announcements. Yeah, do announcements.
Yeah. So Fable. Really excited for Fable.
Oh, yeah.
I played all the Fable games. I love them. Fable 2 is one of my favorite games. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure game, like we were kind of talking about earlier with guilty pleasure things. I can go back and play Fable 2 whenever the heck I want. It's so good. Obviously the next Elder Scrolls, but like new games. Oh gosh, there was an Outlast 3 announced. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was announced at the Game Awards. Shout out Game Awards.
For what else?
Oh gosh. Honestly, a lot of the games that I feel like that would take me away from Destiny or PlayStation exclusives, and I kind of just wait for those to come to PC because lately they have been.
Yeah.
Like the new Horizon Forbidden West. The first one came to PC, so I'm hoping this one will too in like a couple of years.
I
Yeah.
say it came to PC pretty late though.
Yeah, I'm fine waiting for that. God of War Ragnarok looks pretty dope.
True.
One that I've been considering. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like more exclusives are coming to PC more than you think they will.
Right.
I mean, like
100%,
all the
100%.
Xbox exclusives are coming.
Well, you
to
got
PC.
lucky with that because I mean, especially if you use Windows, you're technically still a Microsoft product.
Right.
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 But the PlayStation exclusives, like the new Horizon, I've wanted to play since it came out, but I didn't have a PlayStation because it looked amazing.
It is very good.
Such a
That game
beautiful game.
it's so good. If you ever get a chance, I'd definitely 10 out of 10 recommend it. But another one is what was it? What was I gonna say? I forget. It might come back to me. It might come back to me.
My bad.
Kid.
Just blame me.
I'm still ready for Ashes of Creation.
Yeah, Elden Ring. I was talking about Elden Ring.
Yeah, that looks
That's what
awesome.
it was. I'm not a huge fan of the Dark Souls type games. I think they're really hard and really frustrating, really rewarding. But Elden Ring looks like, with the open world style, it might be enough to kind of get me in.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm gonna be watching that one closely.
I am
I've been
a little
watching gameplay on it. It looks sick,
Yeah.
but the difficulty, like the Sekiro,
Yeah,
all the Dark Souls. I've tried it. It's just
they're just
hard.
they're just like tough. Like if I'm playing a game, I want to enjoy myself. Like obviously some challenge, but if it's taking me hours and hours and hours to beat one boss, like me,
Yeah.
then
Now,
it's a chore.
I am a little nervous about Elden Ring though, because of New World.
Yeah.
A lot of like I like New World. I think New World's awesome. But a lot of people are really just kind of devastated by the fact that the latest update is going to like kill all of their progress they have made. Like so like for example, Butu, who is in our Discord, he's got up to level 60. He's been doing stuff. He's been trying to get different materials, different weapons. And now after this update, it's going to be like he didn't even put in the work to get the level 60.
Yeah.
It's going to be like he didn't do any of that.
Which, to think about that real quick, sorry to cut you off.
No,
I just want to kind of give a time idea for that. So I'm level like 25 or 26 in New World, which is barely halfway to. I mean, you're looking at least, which I did a lot of skill leveling, but I was like almost 30 hours to get to level 25 in New World.
Look Butu up and see where he is.
I can't do
levels.
that.
You can? Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold up.
Just to kind of give a rough idea of
here.
like how many hours he's put in, and like he's one of many who's like, I feel like I've been cheated. Like
Gosh, what's his profile picture on?
Well, I think probably a lot of it is to do with their player base dipped so bad. Like a couple weeks in, it was bad.
Well, they had a lot of issues with people that were server jumping. They would all get together, like they were very high leveled, server jump, take over the entire map, and they would like
which happened
kill
to
off
our
players.
server.
That happened to our server too. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
And so you can like server jump, with your full character and everything. And so every time that they did that, they would destroy any progress with people wanting to play.
Okay.
Oh, dang. Okay. Gotcha.
I've got this here real quick. I could not find Boo. I guess we're not friends on Steam. I thought we were. But Saucy. So Boo's like best friend, who they play New World together religiously, are about 500 hours on record in New World, and it's
Wow.
pretty much gonna like nothing happened. That sucks.
Dang. Yeah, it's just kind of like a slap in the face to those people who went day one and just grinded and grinded and grinded.
100%.
I have to look him up at this point. Wait,
I say look it up because
doesn't
Saucy's
even-
500,
wait, where?
but I bet I almost wonder if he's showing offline though.
Maybe. I don't even see
What ga-
New World on here.
Yeah.
What game do you guys have the most hours in?
That's a good
Rainbow
question.
Six Siege.
How many hours?
On PC alone, I've got like 550.
Okay.
But overall, I'm probably like 1,100 hours between because
Okay.
I started on PlayStation 4,
Mhm.
switched to Xbox, and then PC. I'm probably about 1,100 hours in Rainbow Six. How many hours do you have on Destiny?
On Destiny 2, I'm about 2,000 hours.
Woo! I gotta find.
Wow. Okay, my top game. This is bad. My top game is Rocket League, and I have 307 hours.
Rookie numbers.
I know. I play too many different games though. Is my issue.
Yeah.
I game.
No, that's
hop.
good though too. That's good. Yeah.
I don't get burnt out, so to say, but
Yeah,
I also don't have the
exactly.
consistent. Like everybody follows me because of Rocket League, or everybody follows me because of Apex or Destiny, or so I don't know. It's hit or miss.
That's totally fair.
Also, I don't know. Your mic's not working.
Saint, you're muted, I think. Oh.
Okay.
No, not without you. Not without you. No.
Come
hear
back.
me.
Come
Hello.
back.
No.
Yeah.
Are you still muted? I can't hear you.
Why are you doing this to me?
We're not doing anything. I can't hear you.
You can't. I hate you all. You about got me for a minute. You about got me.
I totally
you
got
paused
you.
for a second. You paused for a second.
I did. I was like,
All right. What were you saying, Saint?
I'm trying to find the craziest when it comes to hours, and I don't know what he changed his freaking name to. God.
Oh,
I hate this
are you gonna look up Hambone? Hambone.
No.
Hambone is he has fallen asleep in launchers of games before, and like racked up hours in it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But backtracking a little bit, since I'm not sure if you all brought this up or not, I came in a little late. Talking about updates and releases and everything coming out at the same time. Also, Valorant came out with their new character Chamber about the same time as all this. So new Fortnite map, new Warzone map, plus anti-cheat that hasn't came out. New Valorant character, new Rocket League season, new updates to Destiny. Halo, the campaign came out, which I've been playing and it's been awesome. I love that campaign.
I've heard really good things about that.
It's been really cool. It's kind of like, have you ever played a lot of Far Cry?
No.
Reminds me a lot of Far Cry. And
Okay.
actually there's another game if like a fall like Steam sale comes on again, be looking, because I got Far Cry 5 for $5. Easily the best $5 I've ever
Dang.
spent. It was pretty awesome.
Heck yeah.
Okay, Halo, and then did I already say there was the Apex split? I think is coming up.
Should be like next week or so, shouldn't it?
Yeah, all about the same time. The Minecraft 1.18, which has been pretty cool. I haven't really dove into it like I wanted to because everything else has came out.
Mm-hmm. It's that time of year.
It is. It really is. It's like that.
It's a good
They
time and a
really
bad
plan
time
it
for
that
games.
way.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
And I hate to be like this, but where were like 2 of these games, 3 of these games 3 months ago? Because it was dead
Right.
3 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it really
It
was.
was kind of brutal.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also just been like so many pushbacks and stuff like that with so many games too. It's just been kind of a weird year or two for the game industry
For sure.
as a whole.
And I think we even mentioned this or at least I mentioned this when New Master was with us last time. So I'm going to repeat this. But I still would rather wait on a game than for it to release and have issues,
and be
and then
bad.
like a month later, then it's fixed.
Oh yeah,
I'd rather just
100%.
continue to wait. I'd rather be upset that I'm waiting, but when it finally comes out, it comes out. Done
Yep.
deal. Everything's perfect about it.
Right. What's that quote? A delayed game is always good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Isn't
Something
it?
like
That's
that. Yeah.
someone said that. I forget who says it, and I don't know. Sorry.
It's. I mean,
shout out,
it's
shout out
totally
whoever
true.
said that. I
Yeah.
forget.
Shout out. Pour one out.
But yeah, it's true. That's why I always give the benefit of the doubt when there's delays.
You have to.
Yeah.
You know,
Because sometimes they just flat aren't ready. You know.
sometimes they just flat aren't ready. I think the pandemics too has changed that a lot with stuff too.
For sure.
I think rushed products are coming out or this crazy delays.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you gonna do? I think everybody's learning as we go.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah. Speaking of Cyberpunk, did you guys play that?
I played like the first
yeah.
10 hours, and that was it.
Oh,
But apparently
I
she's made a
love
comeback.
Cyberpunk. I
She's
love
made a
Cyberpunk.
massive comeback.
I've been seeing a lot of people playing it here recently too.
Yeah, it's been getting reverse review bombed lately.
Yeah.
Because like everything is like finally, I think the way that they wanted it to be.
They
It
said
took a
can
long
still be
time,
little
but
buggy, but they said it's night and day from
Mhm.
release to now.
yeah. So I played it day one on PC. Didn't experience anything crazy. No game breaking bugs, no crashes, nothing like that. And as an RPG, it was wonderful. It's so good. Such a good game. But yeah, it's just
My first experience playing it, I made it about an hour and a half. Totally fine. Didn't have any issues. I was enjoying the game, and then like everything went stream, computer, everything black screen. I couldn't get my computer to come back on. Couldn't get my
God, it
computer to
broke his
come back
computer.
on for like 10, 15 minutes. Nothing. And then finally, when I got back on, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna, like turn it back on.
Yeah.
And every single time I tried to pull up Cyberpunk after that, it didn't come back up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It was rough. What were you saying, Garrett?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Did you find what you were looking for?
No, I was just trying to find my little brother. He's got a friend that's got like 5,000 or 6,000 hours in Rust in like 2 years. I was just trying to
Hey,
find it.
That's
Couldn't get it.
unreal. That's a
Good old
lot
Rust.
of hours in Rust.
that is
That's
a lot
a
of
lot.
hours.
That tells you the kind of person he is, though. Toxic, pretty toxic game.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is true. That is true.
Now we can't count like Pokemon and stuff because I've just got ungodly amounts of hours and all the
True, and you
Pokemon
can't
games.
really see the amount of hours that you
Yeah.
have. Yeah. I could tell you right here and right now, I have an ungodly amount of hours in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
I have a lot in Ruby.
Gen 3, best gen, hands down.
Yes.
Yep,
Well, I'm
best
Gen
best
No,
gen.
you're Gen 4, but
I'm Gen
yes.
4. Gen 3 is a very close second, though.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to starters, those are probably some of the most legit starters. Like you can't go wrong. with
It's truly
either type.
hard to choose between the three because one, Trico's my favorite. Two, Torchic's just a
Gangster.
BA. He
Yeah.
kicks butt every single scenario.
And
Mudkip is such a
S tier.
solid starter. There is like nothing wrong with Mudkip.
Well, that's when they first started introducing to where like Mudkip, like it was a water type, but you could use like ground moves or like Mud
Water
Slap
ground,
and all
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah,
Right, like the dual types. The dual type
Torchic
starters,
was
yeah.
firefighting. Trico didn't really have anything. He was just
He was
grass, but he was
grass.
still awesome.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Trico's badass.
You get Blaziken and like Fire Punch with a flame wheel.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm also
yeah,
still
yeah.
here to tell you that Trico Shiny is probably Trico, Grovyle, Skiptile, that
Yeah,
whole
Mhm.
the
lineage
whole
is still one of
evolution.
my favorite shinies. Just so cool. It's like a Till Pokemon, like it's cool.
That's fair. That's fair. I
Um,
think
I guess we should hop into Pokemon real quick too while we're
Yeah.
just thinking about it because
I'm
we
ready.
still have to pick your brain about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. What do you want to know?
Well, how far have you made it? Have you made it further than me, who is still at the third batch?
I am farther than that. Yeah, I have. I haven't. Granted, so I just did a Vegas trip recently, and met some of my streaming friends, which was
Yeah.
amazing.
Nice.
And right after I got back from that, that's when I really got into Brilliant Diamond. and I'm pretty sure I'm at the 7th gym. I saved at the 7th gym, and then I haven't played it since. But what I did was I got a buddy who he traded me all 3 starters, so I have all 3 starters on my team.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Yeah, so now I'm just hunting for that Electabuzz so I can get a good electric type on my team, get Electivire. But yeah, I love it. I know there was a lot of people who didn't like the chibi style. I think it's great. I
love
think it's
it.
fantastic.
I love it.
It's just a cool art style, and yeah, I get people that are like, oh, well, like it should have been like this. Nah, who cares? It's a Pokemon game. Like, just enjoy the Pokemon. Don't get too hung up on the graphics. But I also think too that Game Freak will never do anything too crazy because regardless of fan backlash, they know that whenever they put a product out that has Pokemon on it, it will sell regardless, no matter
That's
what.
true.
They could put out anything. But I do think Acreus coming out is going to be amazing.
I'm
Like
so excited about that.
a finally legit open world Pokemon style game. It's going to be fantastic.
So they actually confirmed that it's not fully open world.
Poop.
It'll
Yeah.
be, but it'll be more of like a guided open
Okay,
world kind of
got
thing.
you. That's fine.
Which
That's
isn't
fine.
terrible.
But
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll
the
take
open,
that.
like you crouch through the bushes, throw the Pokeball. like
Yeah.
the roaming Pokemon, or like even the Pokemon attacking you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As
That's
a
crazy.
person and not your
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
which
they'll just straight up
Yeah.
come and
murk you.
straight
Like,
up.
literally, I feel like that would kill.
True.
Right?
But
Honestly.
in a
Dark
weird
Souls
way, and
Dark Souls.
in a weird way, it feels more realistic that they're going to like attack you, which is funny
Yeah.
because like this is a game. It's not realistic. But
But you saw it happen like in the anime. Like
Yeah, the
Yes.
shows.
when,
Yeah.
It's more
Pidgey
in
would
line with the
would
shows.
it.
Yeah.
yes.
Which is, I think,
Spearow-
what people want.
Spearow
Yeah.
attacked Ash like in the very beginning.
That's
Yeah,
very true.
exactly.
Or
I
is
think,
it
Yes.
I think it's gonna be
Beedrills?
awesome.
It was like
It's
Beedrills.
Sparrow. It's Sparrow. He ticks off the Sparrow. He throws like a rock at it,
Yeah.
and then he flies off. Then gets all of his buddies, and
And they come back and
whoop his
gang
butt.
up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when you get Pikachu to like first save
Yep.
Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are
Probably my
forgetting about
childhood.
the most iconic moment where Ash dies
Yeah.
and then
Turns to
Pikachu
stone.
cries.
Well, does he really die? Or does he just get frozen? Like
I don't know.
he's
That's a
he
good
basically
question.
he's basically Han Solo, and he's in carbonite.
Yeah,
Well,
he's,
didn't they
he's
also
carbonated.
have like the shinies? It was like the regulars versus the shiny. Didn't they do that in like in the very
Mm,
beginning? What am I
Not
thinking
really.
of?
They weren't shinies, but they were more like curse mark Sasuke.
Yeah.
Like they just had like dark spots all over them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like
That's
the
what it was.
Pokemon camo.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Pokemon camo for sure.
What skin is that, bro? How many kills you have to get to get?
Yeah.
Every
What's that weapon
every
Will,
mark
what's that
on here
weapon
is a
ornament, dude?
is a kill.
I'm
Yep.
in.
Oh, so good. That Pokemon movie was so good. That first one.
Mhm.
Mm.
I loved Teldrachi. That was such a good one.
Yeah.
That one was good. I still say
Deoxys
my
was sick.
favorite Deoxys was sick.
The
My
Deoxys
favorite
movie was
is
dope.
I think Pokemon 2000, and that's with the 3 legendaries, and then Lugia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Lugia. It's down my heart. Lugia's my
Lugia's
favorite.
cool. Lugia's one
awesome.
of those really cool legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably my favorite legendary.
Nice.
I still
Mine's
think I'm probably
Rayquaza.
I do
Groudon.
like Rayquaza. Groudon's
still
cool
think I'm
too.
probably-
I love all the Gen 3 legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are sick.
I think
Gen 4 is good. I like the Gen 4 legends. I like the legendary dogs. I think Gen 3 is probably my favorite legendary. So, but the legendary
the
dogs
dogs are
dope.
pretty awesome.
So,
Shout
fun
out to
fact,
the
I
dogs.
actually just learned oh yeah, shout out dogs. That they're actually based off of cats and not
Yeah.
dogs.
But I'm
Yeah.
still gonna call them dogs.
I don't think anyone's gonna call the legendary cats.
Yeah.
Real quick,
But I mean,
they've
it makes
always been-
Go ahead.
favorite
Yeah.
legendary dog. Favorite legendary dog.
I feel
Well,
like
they-
I
they-
have to
those-
say Sweet
Those
Coon.
don't
Entei's
exist.
sick.
They don't exist. They're cats. Okay? They're cats.
Favorite legendary cats. Favorite legendary cat.
I don't know. I
Suicune
mean,
with Entei being really close.
Entei's just
Entei is just Entei's the coolest because he's just like the head honcho. But I feel like everybody picks
He's
Entei,
the face.
and the one who doesn't get a lot of love is Raikou. So I'm gonna pick
Raikou
Raikou.
doesn't-
I like Raikou, honestly.
I love
think
Suicune.
I think his
Suicune's the
design is
Suicune
cool.
is
Oh,
Suicune
sick.
is a beautiful Pokemon. Like it is
Very.
gorgeous. But I'm gonna go with Raikou to give Raikou some love.
Raiku's legit. I mean, it's
I mean, they're all legit, but yeah, just it's kind of like back in the day. I used to always like Seattle Seahawks, so I was my football team, but I always rooted for the Browns because like somebody had to root for them, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Fair
They're a little
enough,
bit better
fair
now
enough.
than they were back in the day, but
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I do like
gotta-
Raikou. Entei has like that really cool movie, and I like Entei a lot. But I think
Mhm.
I'll choose Suicune,
Yeah.
Raikou, and then Entei.
Fair.
They're
That's totally
still
fair.
they're my three. They're my favorite three legendary trio. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like the
Favorite.
other than
Okay.
like the main. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you know how you have the birds, you have the dogs, cats.
Yes.
You've got the fairies. What are they?
Oh yeah, Azelf.
Oh,
Mezelf,
Azelf,
Azelf, and
Mesprite.
Mesprite,
Spirit, and
I forget the last one.
Uxie.
Yuxi,
Yep.
which I've got 2 of them in Diamond and Pearl. I'm just waiting to get Miss Spirit, I believe.
Nice,
Nice.
So favorite legendary birds excluding Ho-Oh, like the 3.
Oh, Articuno.
Bingo. Great answer.
Articuno for sure.
Great answer.
Articuno for sure. The Galar version or whatever. Chef's
the
kiss.
Yes.
Chef's
I
kiss.
have
Ooh,
all
fun
3 of
fact.
them on the on Sword and Shield. I love like
Am I gonna get a kiss?
the dodo bird style.
I don't know.
The Roadrunner style Zapdos that you got in that one.
Yeah.
Just ran, just hauled ass everywhere. Just
Yep. Yep. Ah.
Wait, I missed that.
saying we were talking about the Galarian versions from Sword and Shield on the birds. And I was just saying how I love the hauling ass version of Zapdos, just the Roadrunner, just
Yeah.
pew.
All right, you ready for this? I pulled this on stream
I'll give it
2 months ago. It is
Hey,
the Galarian Moltres.
let's
It
go.
is
sick.
cool.
Let's go.
That one is probably my favorite art style of the Galarian.
Mm-hmm.
With Articuno being right there at second, Zapdos probably the least favorite
Yeah.
on art style. But Articuno is the best legendary bird, 100%.
Yeah, I think the artwork from the art design for that Moltres is just gorgeous.
I think
It's
so.
gorgeous.
Yeah, like the pinkish, purplish, red.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Now-
Have you guys seen the new it's like the Japanese set Pokemon sets with the
I
new
have.
crazy cards?
Yeah.
You've seen them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
See, now, okay, here's the thing. I was super into Pokemon card collecting from what? First grade, second grade, on into like 7th grade. 7th grade, I finally quit.
Sure.
And went out through high school, went through college, got out of college. Pokemon card collecting came back, and I was like, man, I'm going to go check out and see where my cards are. They're gone.
My mom told my mom.
I don't have a clue where they're at, but I can tell you I truly had a lot of really good, and I know everybody says, "Oh, I had all the good cards." I had some really good cards. I know
Yeah,
for a
okay,
fact.
Prove it. Prove it.
I know for a fact I had a first edition legendary Machoke that
Oh,
goes for
gosh.
$900 right now.
No.
My
know.
mom sold all mine. I had a binder. You know, I mean, we're talking like encyclopedia style thick.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, Tonka over here, kind of thick.
Oh, wait. Speaking my language. Oh.
There you
and,
go.
She sold them for like $5 a binder.
No.
I mean, dude, we're talking. Like if I had them, we're probably talking thousands and thousands of dollars worth of Pokemon cards. I mean, I had like tournament edition Japanese cards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of the first edition base set cards.
Dude,
Yeah.
it breaks your heart. It really does.
Yeah.
But it's like
I-
how my uncle was, you know, with all these old school Star Wars figures. You know, when he was growing up, messing with them, not thinking, you know, hey, it's just this, not that they're gonna be worth multi-thousands of dollars. You know.
Yeah. Now I'll be
Scoot.
I'll be honest. I got back into just grabbing a few random packs. Ooh,
Sick.
I like that Rayquaza.
So it's nothing crazy. But I just wanted to start a binder and have like it's nothing like there's no crazy like I'm getting all base set cards. I just wanted to basically have like a Pokedex, but of Pokemon cards. So I just have like, you know, one of every card of
Yeah.
every Pokemon. This is
That's
cool.
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's pretty.
This is
awesome.
fun, you know. It's fun to just like collect, you know.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
also have I have 4 trainer boxes of the Champions Path.
Oh,
They're
nice.
just sitting on my shelf. and I can't for the life of me decide if I want to open them or just keep them.
Because like you may sell them one day and they might be worth a lot of money.
Maybe,
You
yeah.
have-
Yeah.
You have 4, open 2, keep 2 closed.
Well, because the thing is for me is because there's the chase cards. There's a couple chase cards. There's the Charizard. There's the VMAX, and then there's like the shiny Charizard, which are the 2 big chase cards. If I open 2 and don't get them, my mind's gonna be like, oh well, maybe they're in the other 2.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
like,
you could do
I've
the weigh
either-
method. You could
What's
weigh
that?
them. So like a
Oh,
lot
I
of
see,
people
yeah,
are
yeah,
weighing
yeah.
their packs to see
Uh-huh.
if there are, you know,
Because
obviously.
if it's shiny
Yeah.
or there's more stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like
causes
if
the
I
weight
was to
more.
compare these two for those who are watching, this card that has the more like detailed graphics and the
Be
holographic
heavier than-
is going to
Mhm.
weigh more than this random Slowpoke.
Right.
So you could weigh it.
But then I have to still open the pack or open the product. It's still
True,
like
have to
true.
open
it's
the
still
pack.
wrapped. It's
there
still, like,
is no
sealed in
guarantee.
plastic.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if it could weigh more, and it could just be a different one, another one of the full art rainbow
That
rares
is
or anything
that
like
is
that. So
true. That is true.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I've sat on them for a very long time. I'll probably just keep sitting on them. But
Whatever
see
you
what
do,
happens.
open them on like a stream or a video.
if I
or
ever
something,
did, then yeah, I would. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely not something I'd open by myself.
That's what I
Yeah.
did with that
Yeah.
Moltres, and I'm not gonna lie. When I opened it, I thought it was the VMAX one, and I was like, "No way! Oh
Yeah.
my god!" Like in my mind, I'm like, "This is like $100. I'm gonna sell this bad boy." And then like I started looking at it more, and I was like, "This is just the V. I didn't
You're
even
like,
get
wait
the
a minute.
VMAX."
Yeah, wait a
I was
minute.
like, "Oh." Was so mad at myself.
That's all right. Opening packs is just fun.
It is, and you know,
I
honestly,
love opening packs.
honestly, I haven't bought any more since those couple of packs that I bought, and that was how long ago was that? I think that was about 2 months ago, and
Mhm.
I want to buy more, but not. I don't want to buy more because like I'm really about collecting them, but like you said, it's more about just opening them and having fun with it,
Mhm.
and like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
look
heck
what
yeah.
I got, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's just fun.
Yeah. It's
just fun.
kind of
Maybe
it's kind of like, you know, I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards and
yeah.
and you know, sports cards and everything. It's like
Yeah.
you want to have something that somebody else doesn't have, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I have you ever heard of Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, actually we
So-
have a friend that collects a lot.
Oh, okay. Well,
So-
so yeah, I used to play a lot when I lived in Washington,
Mhm.
and I still like have all my cards, but like I mean, like right here on my desk, I have an EDH deck right here, just chilling with me.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, Magic was like my first like big TCG like sync that like really got me hooked, and then after that it was like Pokemon and stuff like that. It's just the thing is if you keep up on it, it gets really expensive really fast. So you kind of gotta like be careful.
Yes, no, I get
But
that.
it's just fun. It's just so fun. Like,
There-
you get to admire the art. You get to, and if you want to play with them, great. And it's like I made some really really close friends from playing games like that. So it's just like, it's just really nice, you know.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
There was there was another trading card game that we used to play a lot. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Magic and it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was something similar. It had like the same style as Yu-Gi-Oh, and they were like Dart something. And
Was it newer or was it like
it was
newer as in
newer
like probably
than
like wasn't like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
was it called Force of Will?
No,
Okay, because there was
Done.
I
there
might
was
actually just
a
look it up.
because Force of Will was a similar type thing that came in when I was playing Magic. It was supposed to be like the next big thing, you know, and I think it kind of fizzled out a little bit, but it had art style that would more remind me of Yu-Gi-Oh, but more modern, I guess. I don't know. There wasn't as
Yeah.
many just like monsters. It was more like people, like anime, you know, like stuff like that. But it was really cool. I really like the art. Honestly, the art is one of the reasons I just love card games. You know, the artwork is incredible. It's just so cool to see that the artwork that people literally like poured into it. It's just I could just like look at card art like all day if I wanted to.
I want to say it had something to do with dark in its name.
Dark, but
But I know it wasn't Magic. All right, Garrett, did you play another trading card game that wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon? And it was like it had something to do with like monster or something. I
Um,
can't think of what
Oh.
it is.
here we go.
I did like Bakugan, but nothing
Nope.
like that. And I have no idea.
I can't remember what it was. We used to play the heck out of it. Wait. What was this?
Are you sure it had Dark in it?
Maybe. I don't know. I thought
Android Netrunner?
Nope.
World of Warcraft?
Nope.
Warhammer?
Nope.
Legends of the Five Rings?
Nope.
Arkham Horror?
No. I'll just have to look it up later. I know for a fact.
No, we gotta find this now. Card Fight Vanguard?
I
Duel
don't think-
Masters?
No.
Hearthstone?
Oh wait. Duel Masters. That sounds familiar. What was Duel Masters?
I don't know.
Yep, it was Duel Masters.
Yay! We figured it out.
Nice.
Wait. Is
No.
that off of Magic the Gathering?
What?
Duel Masters? It
I
says
don't know.
Magic the
I don't think so.
Gathering. Oh, maybe I just looked up the wrong thing.
No, there's a whole thing.
Okay. Yes, it was Duel Masters. I remember the background of that. That was a very interesting game. We only collected a little bit of those.
I mean, I'm already digging the art style.
Willow proceeds to buy like 3 packs tonight.
No, I won't. I'll be strong. I'll be strong. I won't.
That's funny.
Hold the line.
Hold the line.
You have to. You have to.
Well,
Wait, hold on. Was this longer than Nate's episode?
I don't know. Let's see.
I
His
think it's out
was
there.
yeah. It's pretty close. Let me look it up.
I
real
need
quick.
an exact time.
All right, we're gonna hang out. Make
Top-
it last longer.
Top 3 underrated movies or shows. I'm gonna go back to movies and shows. Or how about this? Why don't we just check your most underrated or like underhyped video game that you've ever played?
Most
about that?
underhyped?
Yeah, like a game like that wasn't super crazy, wasn't super popular, but you just like loved.
Anthem. For the longest time, I thought
Really?
Anthem was so
Okay.
cool. I know a
Okay.
lot of
Anthem
people
was
didn't
cool.
love Anthem, but I at the time thought it was really stinking cool.
I think it had a really, really good idea. I just think the execution missed on a few things.
Yeah. No, I
'Cause
totally
I
agree.
played the beta and like the first few missions you could do it. It was okay, but like having to go back to your home base to like change your armor that you just got and like all the loading screens, it was just too much.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It
I
just
get
got to be
that.
too much.
Also, Nate's was 1 hour and 54 minutes.
What are we at?
1 hour and 44 minutes.
Okay, so we got like 15 more minutes. Oh wait, we didn't even do our taste review thing.
No. So if you can make
Easy.
that taste review last
E-
10 minutes, you
Easy.
got
I
it
can
easy.
make it. I can make this 15 minutes easy.
I don't know if my bladder can hold out 15 minutes.
I know.
I got to go pee really bad, but I don't care. I'm holding it. I'm
That's
holding it for
funny.
y'all.
Dude, okay. I know we're not doing our reviews yet, but I'm almost done with my third one.
Dang. I finished mine really early and haven't gotten a new one just because I'd have to go all the way upstairs to get another one. But
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
if I get up, I will be peeing. So I'm just sitting until we're done.
Just gonna suffer.
I'm just gonna suffer.
Yeah.
No, because I could not suffer hanging out with you guys. Come on.
That's
No such
I mean that's
thing.
true. That's true.
Come on.
All right, I'm trying to go through the list and see what else. Did you talk about the RLCS fall major?
Yeah, totally.
No, you skipped it. I know you did.
What the heck is that?
That was the Rocket League
Oh,
fall major.
You're supposed to be on my side, Will.
That was honestly
wait, what? I thought I was on your side.
that was honestly really cool to watch, and if you didn't watch it, I would encourage you to go back and watch it. That is some high level Rocket League play.
Okay, how about
And-
this? I'll make you a deal. I will watch that if you watch the Witch Queen trailer.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, you
Okay.
realize the RLC, like, this is like an entire tournament.
Oh wait, I gotta watch the whole thing. How
You
long
don't have
is
to
it?
watch the whole thing. But anyways, I
Probably watch
watched
match.
I watched NRG play FaZe. And honestly, it was very intriguing because FaZe would always score first, and NRG would come back and catch them. It would be like 2-0, and they would catch up and be 2-2, and then they would score a last second goal and they would win. And it was a best of 7, and it was super cool to see because like they were like really truly fighting it out to the very bitter end every single game. But NRG like almost clean sweeped it. They went 4-1.
Dang.
Like FaZe only took 1 game off of them. I think.
Dang.
I don't. If I get this wrong, I apologize now. But I believe it was 4-1, and then they played. Oh God, what was the other team? B something.
I have no idea.
I can't remember, but they played. NRG played for the finals against this other team, and they ended up taking that win too. And I think it went to game 7. I'll have to go back and make sure, because I was kind of like gaming and like watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you, like, there's like that level of gameplay where like you are at. You're like, all right, I'm about this good. And then you see somebody that's better at you in any game, and you're like, they're about this level. They're really good, yeah. And then you watch these like pros that are like far exceeding that friend or that person that you like consider really good at the game, and you're like, I am so outclassed by these people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like every game. Like you see it in Rocket League, you see it in Apex, you see it in Destiny, you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you watch these people play, and you're like, good God, they're good. You know, oh my gosh. And that's how I was watching that whole like Rocket League tournament. Like they were flying across the map. I think they barely touched the ground at all.
Dang.
Yeah.
I will say, even though there's a lot of games like it I don't play a lot, watching like esports or like the competitive tournaments, it's still so fun to watch. Even if it's a game like that I don't play or even necessarily love, it's still so cool to watch people that are like the best of the best duking it out. I could watch stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. Dude, I started out watching Overwatch esports events, and I like Overwatch. It's fine. Like it's not my favorite game, but I'll watch it.
Right.
That whole like worlds and everything, like all of their big tournaments.
Yep.
Coolest thing I've ever seen. Like I remember.
Oh yeah.
I remember sitting in college. We would sit down and watch the Overworld. Wow. Never mind. Overwatch.
Shout out Overworld.
Worlds tournaments and stuff like that, and every single time that those would come on, we would just be like intrigued, like the whole fraternity would watch
it's just fun to watch.
It's like these big sports events. It's like the Super Bowl.
Well, it's your top level of whatever it is, you know. Like you watch the preseason and stuff, or I mean even like you know, I watch fights like UFC, you know, and like you see like your top 15 heavyweight contenders, right? You got like Tavua, and you know you've got a couple of these guys, and they look, I mean, they're strong. You know they're strong, and then you get like your top 3 guys, and it's just like you understand why they're champions. You understand why they're, you know, the way they are.
For sure, for sure.
But it's like any sport. I mean, they practice, they put the time in. They, you know, that's their thing. You know, your top level competitors are going to be leaps and bounds over your, you know, your really good content creators or your one who's really good at the, you know, they will embarrass the people that you find good.
Mm-hmm.
Like rainbow players, you know, like there's Bolo, who, you know, I like watching Marley. He's a Rainbow Six content creator.
Oh, Marley and Me, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
The
Very
dog.
sad.
It's the dog.
I cried in that movie.
I like watching Marley. He's extremely good at the game. He's extremely knowledgeable. His gun skills unreal. Bolo would just wipe the floor with guys like that, and it's just that top level of competition. Your top tier players are on such a different level from your average Joe or even your person who you consider to be really good. It's just a whole different level.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. It's just like you're talking about. This is like UFC. Esports is entertainment. It's just like that. I actually, in my last, I'm back in school right now, and I wrote a paper in my English class, about I'm talking about how esports is like, at least the industry itself is becoming more and more on par with like professional sports.
Mhm.
And I wrote all about that, and I took the numbers, I took all the sponsorship deals now that are coming out of it, the viewers, everything like this. The industry it's incredible. It's selling out stadiums when concerts sometimes aren't even selling out arenas. Like it's just crazy how the world of esports has just taken over the world. And I think ESPN even now sometimes will show some esports. It's crazy. It's
They
unreal.
I went to B-Dubs one time, Buffalo Wild Wings, and
Mhm.
we were there, and I look up, and there's a league tournament going
Oh,
on.
heck
They were
yeah.
actually showing a league tournament. I'm like,
Heck yeah.
I don't play league. I was like, but that's sick.
See,
You know?
yeah, I suck at MOBAs, but I could watch competitive league like all day.
Mhm.
It's just
It's
so
cool.
interesting to watch those guys.
It's cool.
hmm
League as well. I came
I
into that
suck.
kind of late.
I'm
so
so
bad.
bad. Any MOBAs, I'm so horrible. I tried the
I liked
Pokemon Unite.
Smite.
I'm trash.
I liked Unite. It was fun. I liked Smite. I put some time.
Excuse me. I
Bless
did
you.
play Smite a little bit. So I think Smite was probably the one I was the best at. It seemed a little more simplified than
Yeah.
a
League.
little bit.
Yes. I
Well,
agree
that
with
and you don't have 150 something characters to choose from either.
Or yeah. League is just it's too much. It's
Yeah,
just too much.
it-
It's too much for me.
lot.
Now, if I sat down and dedicated some time, yeah, sure, I could probably get decent. But it also is home to a very toxic culture. So,
Mm.
as freaking any multiplayer game, there's a sense of toxic behaviors, toxics. With anything.
Yeah.
Anything. There's a toxic side to every multiplayer game.
That is true.
What are you gonna do? Dead by Daylight. I played that so long. Very toxic. Very toxic.
Shout out to Toxicity.
Shout out Dead by Daylight.
We gotta stop with the poor one out. Oh.
No, shout outs are important. You gotta shout out the good stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Shout outs.
Well, speaking of the shout outs, shout out. But anyway, speaking of the shout outs, we definitely need to shout you out during this podcast episode.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
no. We're gonna
Yeah.
tell everybody
Nah.
where to find you. So not only can they find you at twitch.tv/willowhorde,
Yep,
where else
that's
can
me.
they find you?
So, please don't find me at my house where I live.
Fair.
But if you want to find me on my social medias, I'm Willow Horde across the board: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I think that's all the platforms I'm on. And Twitch.
YouTube?
Yeah, I am on YouTube. I think just Willow Horde.
You can find him in the Rogue Energy Discord, which
Yeah, that's true. You might see me as Mango Pineapple Man though. I might not be Willow Horde in there.
yeah.
But
Which,
just
if
know
you are
it is
also
me.
looking for some Rogue Energy, your code is Willow Horde.
Just Willow.
Just Willow. Okay, so WILLO, 20% off your
Just
Rogue
use
Energy.
Cobra's code. Use Cobra's code.
No, this episode's about you, man. So
No, it's about us.
Use
okay?
Desperate Saint, so he's not allowed to be a partner now.
True.
There we go.
I'm sandwiched between two rogue partners. And I'm
Yeah.
just over here like your affiliate status.
Hashtag stay humble.
Hashtag keep the hashtag grind.
Shout out Rogue Energy.
yeah, there we go. Shout out Rogue Energy.
But yeah.
One last quick question about Rogue Energy.
Yeah.
Besides mango pineapple, because we know that's your favorite. What's your second favorite?
Raspberry peach.
I love that one. Great choice.
What I have pretty much every day now is I mix the two together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
I
So
miss.
good.
I
So
mix
good.
raspberry peach with blood orange or strawberry kiwi right now.
Yeah. Blood orange,
So good.
also very good. But we also call it blower orange. It's not blood
True.
orange, it's blower orange.
Bloor. Yeah.
Blower orange, yeah.
There you
Me have made memes about it, yeah. And it's a running gag in my community, blower orange.
Bloor orange. Nice.
Rogue typoed their email when the flavor dropped. It says blower orange. We just roll.
I've actually, there's been a couple of times where like Topher will like announce something or like put something out, and I'll be like, "Hey, by the way, you spelled that wrong," and like he'll go in and change it real quick, and he's like,
Yep,
"Nobody
yep.
ever knew," and I was like, "I knew," but you're right. You're right.
There's
Yep.
nothing off there.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
you
no.
didn't spell raspberry wrong.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Rapsberry. I love it.
Rapsberry.
Rapsberry. That one was the funniest. I love that one. That one was funny.
It's just bound to happen.
Yeah.
It's just to me, I typo so much more because of like texting and like using my phone because it'll just do it for you.
Yeah.
Autocorrect.
So I find
Yeah.
myself like if I'm typing like on my keyboard, I'll randomly like punch the wrong key, like I won't even notice until I go
Oh,
back
yeah.
through and I'm like, oh shoot,
And you
like,
reread it and you're like, I didn't mean to
you're
say
like, yeah,
that.
what was I thinking there? It's so easily overlooked now in today's day and age. I feel like.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is very true.
What time are we at now? Have we passed it?
We are.
Yeah, suck it, Nate.
All right. And so we everything Willow Horde, you can find him on Twitch,
Mhm.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Find him in the Road Energy Discord. Is there anywhere else you would like for people to find you, or
At his house.
Not
besides
at my
your
house,
house?
preferably.
Is there a
I
merch
think that's-
store? Anything
Yeah,
that
but
you want to
that's not
promote?
important. No, that's not
No,
important,
no. This
No.
episode's about you.
That's fine. Yeah. No, if you want merch, you know where to find me.
All right, cool. All right.
I don't know. Shout out merch.
Shout out merch. Don't forget to pour one out for Willow Horde at the end of this. You know.
Oh yeah, shout out Willow Horde.
Shout out
That's me.
Willow Horde. Yeah. One
woo.
of these times I'm actually gonna pour something out and I'll be like, oh
You are one of these times. It's bound to
I'm
happen.
so
Right?
mad too. Like my socks will be wet.
yeah.
Ooh, is there any worse feeling than wet socks?
Oh, it's the worst. I hate
Wet
it.
and cold socks.
Okay,
That-
well
that
that's
is
kind of the
true.
same thing.
That is also true.
You had to add the cold element.
Okay. What about hot socks?
Not as bad.
Not as bad? Okay,
I'm
that's
okay with
fair.
that. It's like
not
it's
okay
like
with it.
socks in a hot
I'm not
tub.
okay
Like,
with it.
it sucks, but it's not
more
bad.
tolerable than cold wet socks.
Yeah.
And Daniel actually runs really hot water, dunks his feet in it before he puts on his shoes and goes to work every morning.
Garrett, I
Ah,
told you not
that-
to tell people about that.
Sorry, this is a safe space. Yeah.
Just you, me, Willow Horde, and everybody else listening.
Yep.
Yeah. And everyone else who's gonna listen.
Tomorrow
Now.
and the next day and the day after
Yeah.
that.
Shout out
Which-
listeners.
Shout out listeners. By the way, thank you all for being here. Pusha, thank you for being here. You've been very awesome in chat today, as well as MVP and everybody else who has stopped by. And I would encourage everybody listening to the podcast to come say hello in the podcast live streams. We do have a lot of fun with the live stream, and it is
It's all right.
oh,
Also make sure to sub.
but
Huh?
we're definitely. What's up, Saint?
I said also make sure to sub. so
Yeah,
we
be
give
sure
away-
to subscribe because
75
as
subs?
soon as we get the 75 subs, we're doing a merch giveaway from Desperate Saint. Thank you, Desperate Saint, for doing the merch giveaway.
Shout out Desperate
Who?
Saint.
Shout out Desperate Saint. You know, I'm gonna be doing that on stream. Like,
I hope so. I hope you do.
shout out. Like,
It's important. Shout outs are important.
but anyways, I guess we better like tell people what we think about these beers because we have kept
Yeah.
them on the line for 2 hours now.
Let's do it. Should I go first or who goes first? How does
You
this
go
work?
first.
I
You
go
go
first?
first.
Okay.
You go
okay.
first. Go ahead. Tell us.
Get into character. Get into character. Red, yellow, leather. Red, yellow, leather. Okay. All right. So with this, so like I was talking about earlier, I am not an IPA fan at all. Haven't ever enjoyed IPAs. I've tried a ton of them. When I actually did my advanced training in the Coast Guard, I was in Petaluma, California. And a lot of the friends there, we did lots of like beer tasting. There's tons of breweries over there. So I tried a ton of IPAs. They all taste like muddy dirt, water. So not a fan. So, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me as a whole of just growing as like someone who's been around more beer, been more exposed to beer. And now it's like, I can tolerate it. Like it's good. I actually really enjoyed this. Like it's not perfect. I don't think I could have a ton of them in a sitting or anything like that, but I could definitely have a couple.
Yeah.
And I did. Someone did point out. I think that it's because it's a hazy IPA, not just like a standard. A little bit of like that citrusy flavor that IPAs always try to like talk about. Like they kind of come through a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I really think it's good. I mean, I would recommend it. Out of 10.
which I don't
I'm
know
not-
if we told you this, and I'll
Oh
I'll
yeah,
give you
tell
the
me the
rundown.
structure.
One
Yeah,
through
okay.
four, one through 4,
four.
not so much of a recommendation. It was
Okay.
drinkable, but you won't.
Okay. Might not
Anywhere
ever
between
get, sure.
5 to 7 is kind of like, hey, it's pretty good.
Good beer.
I don't know if I'm gonna go out of my way to get it every single time, but it was solid.
Okay.
Anything 8 to 10 is like, hey, you have to try this.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a
Nice.
solid 7.
Fair enough, yeah.
I think, would I go out of my way to get more? Like if I was drinking casually, probably not. But if I were going to like, let's say like a barbecue or like a gathering of people and I wanted to bring something that's different, that's cool, I'd be like, hey, I'll bring some of this. I'm going to have people try it. And then it's also something that I can sit and enjoy too while I'm letting other people try it. So not perfect, not bad. It's right. It's like on the better side of in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's solid 7. Solid 7.
I like that. That's a very solid recommendation too, and I think that is very well placed too, because I think that's kind of where I placed it mentally. I don't think, like Garrett said, I don't think I tried this on the
I don't think
podcast,
you did it on the podcast.
but I remember trying that, and I think similar to how you're placing it, I think it is very solid, but it's not like, whoa, craziest beer I've ever had.
Right,
But
it didn't like blow me away or anything.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I like that one for sure.
Yeah, suck it, Nate. No 10 out of 10 here.
Yeah.
They came in hard with that 10 out of 10. We were blown away.
I
I've
think
been waiting to ask, like, what'd you think, Nate?
I used
Glad
to-
you asked.
10 out of 10.
I think shout out Nate, obviously, one of my best friends. Shout out Nate. I think at some point, if it's ever a possibility, I think you got to get all 4 of us together.
Oh,
God.
that would be a lot of fun, honestly.
I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think the energy would be so good.
I don't think the podcast would end. It's the saddest part. Like,
No, we
could do
it
it. We
goes
could do
on
it.
to the next day.
We could do it. We could do it.
4-hour episode.
That would be fun, though. That would be fun.
I already have a few beers in mind too that I saw at the store that I'd grab too if
Cool.
if I ever am welcomed back.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
when. It's
Yeah.
When.
Not if.
Not if, when.
Fair.
We
That's fair.
we would like to do more. This is gonna sound weird. We would like to have more people on the podcast. I shouldn't say we'd like to do more people. we would like to have more people on the podcast.
Yeah,
and the
100%.
more
Guests
that
are
we
fun.
Travis Scott meme.
yeah, the more that we get more people on here, the more we're like, oh, that was cool. We need to have so and so on here now.
100%.
And so when we had Noob on there, we were like, yeah, we need to get Willow on here. You know, we got to get Willow. And then like after the end of the podcast, we were like, we definitely need to get Willow on here. And like now we're trying to think of like the next podcast person. We're like, all right, we got to get somebody else on here too. But it's one of those where like the more people you have, the more you're like, all right, this is fun. You know. You gotta
yeah,
have
exactly.
more
100%.
exposure and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's easier to have conversations too, because like there's so much you could ask me. You know,
Yeah.
it's limitless.
What's your favorite color? No.
Black?
Black. All right, there you go.
There's only so much talking I can do to Dano.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's pretty hard to talk to me. I suck, you know.
And we also talk every day. So it's like
right, exactly. It's
what's
like
new? Like I know what's new.
yeah, it's like
You called me
yeah,
and told me about it.
exactly. You know, you guys have already said everything you would say to each other. But no, guests are fun.
Mi amor.
Garrett, do you want to go second or third?
You go.
All right, we'll do it because I just finished this off. Stone Hazy IPA. It's an amazingly hazy IPA. 6.7%. It is brewed out of California and also Virginia. Made in the USA. Crazy can design. I'm going to try to hold it up. I know it kind of blurs on you all. It's got like flowers on it. Very pink, yellow, purple vibe.
Not as cool as Bat Squatch though. Sorry.
Bat Squatch is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Pretty cool looking can, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I'm just gonna put this as my webcam background.
Very, very sweet. As a hazy IPA, I did not expect this to be sweet, but not overbearingly sweet. Not to the point that I was like this is too much for me.
Yeah.
Very easy drinking, and I'll have to say that this probably was one of the easiest drinking beers on the podcast I've had yet.
Cool. That's odd because Stone, anything I've ever had from Stone's been more on like the bitter side,
Exactly.
like the tart side. So
Which
that's impressive.
which kind
I'll have
of
to try that.
yes, I'll save you one for sure. But it really impressed me because like you said, Stone is not necessarily as easy drinking as I would hope it to be. And with that, I'm actually going to give it a pretty high rating. I'm going to give it an 8.1%. And
You can do points? I didn't know that.
8.1%. And I actually had to just swing over here real quick and move the ending of the podcast as it was totally playing just now. So, if you didn't hear that because the ending of the podcast was playing, 8.1% Stone Hazy IPA, well worth trying.
Wait, you gave it an
Phenomenal.
8%? Like it's really that bad?
Oh my
Like
God.
8% out of 100?
8.1. 8.1 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Well worth trying. Well worth
All
trying.
right. I'm going to change mine then to a 7.12653.
I like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
7.1.
I didn't know we could do decimals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, tons of them. You can go
Perfect.
down to the 1,000th.
Okay.
If you needed to.
Okay. I mean, I could, I guess. I'll leave it at that though.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, well worth trying. I highly suggest that. That is the Stone Hazy IPA, an amazingly hazy IPA. That's
Do
all I'll say.
you generally drink IPAs? Like, is that usually like your go-to?
It's
On
not
the
my go-to,
podcast.
but we try
Okay.
an IPA usually every week.
Okay, I was just kind
So-
of curious.
For the most part, I think we would choose IPAs, but we also do lagers and stouts and stuff like that. Usually I'll choose an IPA for the podcast, but that's not something that I typically will drink.
Okay,
I
I was kinda
typically will
curious.
drink like a Yingling Flight or a Yingling Light or like a Michelob Ultra or something
so you-
like
IPA
that.
like if we're going out to eat or something.
So you'll do
I-
like you usually like a nice light beer kind.
Yeah,
Is that what kind
I'm
of
a
saying?
light beer.
Okay, cool. I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I was kind of curious.
I typically won't try too many things unless I go out knowing it's something that is only or like exclusive to that area.
Yeah.
Sure, that's totally fair. Yeah.
So, Garrett, you want to tell us about
Alright.
yours?
I went with the Rheingeist Glow Fruited Sour, which once again love the simplicity of the can, like the colors.
Shout out Assassin's Creed.
Shout out Ezio.
Ooh, he's smelling it.
phenomenal.
What does it smell like?
A good fruity smell. Really aromatic. Not too strong on the nose, like a real just. Like I could see that being like a candle almost, like if they made it a candle. It'd be
I
really
love
good.
candles.
Like if you kind of want like a tropical beachy vibe, that's what that gives. The coolest part about that is I've never had like a salted sour.
Ooh.
And this has sea salt in it. And you can definitely tell. You know, most of your
Huh.
sours are like very tart and bitter. I mean, of course, this had its bitterness to it, but a good sweetness, but it balanced off really well
Huh.
with the salt in it. It was actually, it's probably one of the first beers in a long time. I've had 3 on the podcast, and I'm probably gonna have a 4th one once we're done. So super good. It was Rheingeist brewed out of Ohio, by the way.
Cincinnati, right?
Yep, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ohio.
4.5 ABV, so very low. So you can have multiple of these. This is definitely something like I could sit down and have many of. Definitely more warm weather, I think, than cold weather, but you can enjoy it now still. But like this is like a lake trip to the beach, like, and you could probably demolish these on the beach.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna give it like a 9.2. Like
Dang.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Could you
it's-
enjoy it with cold, wet socks?
I think I could probably enjoy this if I was on the if I was on death row on the electric chair. Man, I tell you, that's really good.
Wow.
It's probably one of the better sours I've ever had, just because of the uniqueness of the sea salt in it.
Shout out
that's
sea salt.
That's what I can't. I mean, I'll do an empty one, I guess. That's probably my highest rating on the podcast too. I think.
I think that's the
Wow.
highest rating.
Minus Nate's 10.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah. I think
but
the
no,
second
that
highest was the Abita Purple Haze.
That was.
I
Oh,
think
I
you
like
beat it.
Purple Haze. I've had Purple Haze.
That was a really good
That,
beer.
that one is.
That was
Purple
really
Haze,
good.
that's a lager, right?
It is. It is a.
Yeah,
It's
Purple
a
Haze is
raspberry
good.
lager. Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost bought it while I was getting these and forgot that you've had them.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. But
I also,
no.
yeah, I bought those too because it was a really cool design. Like
Right, no,
I bought that a long, like it's been a long time since I've had one of those, but
Glow fruited sour.
cool can
Glow.
too. I like the can.
Wow. I'm gonna have to try Glow. Wow.
So the best part is like it's not one of those like I find it one time and never find it again. Like it's a local beer, so I can get that.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you
And I will
go.
get that again. So like
Heck yeah.
that was like I've been to Rheingeist in Cincinnati. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I bet that draft is top tier.
I am shook. I cannot.
So I've
rated that high.
I'm a part of history right now.
You are. You
part
know,
of
honestly,
history.
I'm kind of blown away by that completely.
That's really high. A 9.2.
9.2, yeah. And like I said,
Wow.
I think the second highest was the Abita Purple Haze, and I'm pretty sure that was an 8.7.
Wow.
And I phenomenal. Love that Purple
Yeah,
Haze.
I love Purple Haze. Purple Haze is very good.
It's so good. It's one of those that like surprises you. You know, you try it and you're like, whoa.
I feel like you don't really just see like raspberry
Yeah.
floated around that much, at least with beer. So it's just like I was like, oh, I'll try it.
That's sick. All right. Well, any
Shout out.
any last comments that anybody would like to make?
Yeah, shout out Brews and the Boys.
Shout out Brews and the Boys. Shout out Willow Horde. Thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you for
And-
allowing me to be on here. You guys were the best.
Yeah.
Shout out Bat Squatch.
Shout out Batswatch. But anyways, if you guys are not already following Willow Horde, please be sure to do so.
Do it.
This is the perfect opportunity if you're interested in anything Destiny, anything Mango Pineapple, anything with the morph suit. No, but for
Yep.
real.
This is true.
If you want some awesome content, please be sure to check out Willow Horde.
helmet.
Oh, bring out the helmet. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just do it really quick.
While he's doing that, definitely go show my man some love on TikTok. He's been having some really good success on TikTok at Willow Horde.
Yeah. Look at that helmet.
That's sick.
That is so cool.
funny. Like it's like a retro punk MF Doom.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I can hear you guys doing this.
There
I
you
like
go.
that.
There you go.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, like if you watch my mouth.
Jeez Louise.
I'm telling you guys, if an apocalypse ever happens, you're gonna want to be my
Ready.
friend. I got this helmet. I got the sword from Lord of the Rings back there.
Sick.
There you go.
I need to get that mounted on the wall.
That would be pretty
Sick.
awesome.
For sure.
But once
Eh.
again, Willow, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a guest. We'll definitely have you back, even if we can run it back and just do the Rogue Boys Part 2.
Yeah.
Just get
There's-
you and Nate in here.
There's still so much more I could talk about.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
be a lot of fun to have like the four of us, and we can even like remove this little square right here and just have Nate
Just do it
pop
real
up.
small in the middle. Be ready to rock and roll.
No, you can just make Nate really small. He's not important.
Yeah, just put a little tiny. He could just be the voice.
Yeah,
Nate's gonna
exactly.
listen to
Yeah,
this tomorrow,
yeah.
and he's like, I hate this guy.
He's like,
Nah.
God, I hate these people. I hate it
Nah.
here.
I think it'd be so cool to have all of us, though. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, for
would
sure,
be.
for sure. Well, Garrett, you want to wind us
Got
down?
anything?
I don't got anything. I'm
Ladies and
all.
gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of the Brews and the Boys podcast. Before I go into the outro, make sure if you're not already, look in the description below. Make sure you're showing love to Will, his Twitch. All his links are down there. If you are not already, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube. We're doing a giveaway at 75 subscribers. If you are listening to the podcast and want to experience a live at least one time, come and see us every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now that that's all the way, thank you for listening to another episode of the Brews and the Boys podcast. I am one of your favorite co-hosts, Garrett, aka Desperate Saint, and as always, I am with my best friend,
Dano, aka Cobra
Oh.
Concept.
I thought that was my cue.
As well as the one and only.
Mango Pineapple Man.
Woo, woo, that's my cue. Oh no, that's not my cue.
No,
that's-
no,
that is
that's you. That's you.
Oh yeah.
no, that's no.
Oh, that's
What?
Dano. Sorry. Daniel's a
Huh?
mango pineapple man.
I'm
Yeah.
not the mango pineapple man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
No, you did. You did. Go
We
ahead
are
and say
with
your
the
name,
mango pineapple man,
though. Willow Horde.
Is that me?
Willow Horde.
Yes.
Me. Hello.
Right.
Goodbye. They're
We
not gonna
love
let me.
you.
They're not gonna let me come back on
We
here, guys.
appreciate you. And as always, crack a cold one for us.
Get your brew on.